midnight again. I've been lying in my bed, can't get you out of my head. You've been taking me for a spin. Tell me where I stand. I keep on losing this game. Some things will never change. I keep on playing fair. Can't get you out my head. Just take my hand. Ain't got the time. Yeah, I've been chasing you around, chasing you around. I've been waiting right behind. Ain't got a peace of mind. Gotta know that I've been chasing you around, chasing you around. See, I've been chasing you around, chasing you around, chasing you around, chasing you around. Oh, I've been chasing you around, chasing you around, chasing you around, chasing you around.
MOVE, I gotta make a move quick. Hustle on my blood and all my movements. He's a dub, readjusted who I move with. MOVE, I had to make a move split. Hustle on my blood and all my movements. MOVE, play by the rules, kid. Hustle on, I gotta make a move split. Next flip, next play, move in. MOVEI, let's go. MOVEI. Ever since I took the training wheels off, been running at full pace. Dependent pills off the paper and move weight. We just trying to live life. Survival isn't enough. That's why I climb to reach heights through rhyme and I'm getting bucks. Yup, what's it all about? Money, that's just the means to an end. Without friends, I'm nothing. Without my team, we convene. Execute strategy with finesse. Bless, I exude my battery till I rest. It's a test. How much do you want it? You find out. When there's no one to cheer you along, you find out. I'm out. Perseverance and progress. My time on the earth spent making it timeless. MOVE, I gotta make a move quick. Hustle up my blood and all my movements. He's a dub, readjusting who I move with. M-O-V-E, I had to make a move, split. Hustler by blood and all my movements. M-O-V-E, playing by the rules, kid. Hustler, I gotta make a move, slip. Next flip, next day, move in. M-O-V-E-I, let's go. M-O-V-E-I, let's. Verse 2, shorter because I gotta go. I'm the best, they don't realize it, so they gotta know I'm a pro. 19 years, no breaks. My best advice is figure it out. You're a fade, no chase, cause I'm raw like that. Trademark grade 10 eyes, bumping Big L and Braveheart, sway clock. Trying to cop a pair, maybe two. Gift one away to the homie because we cool since preschool. My destiny forged by something higher. We move through baby steps, build empires. M-O-V-E, I gotta make a move quick. Hustler by blood and all my movements. He's a dub, readjusting who I move with. M-O-V-E, I had to make a move split. Hustler by blood and all my movements. M-O-V-E, playing by the rules, kid. Hustler, I gotta make a move, slip. Next flip, next day, move in. M-O-V-E-I, let's go. M-O-V-E-I, let's go.
Hey, can everybody hear me all right? Can everybody hear me okay? Can everybody hear me and wait, you guys can't see me yet? Hey everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? It's almost White Day. Is it? Hey, Yuanim, Ardenim. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? How is everyone doing? Is everybody doing well? I hope everyone is doing great tonight. Doing great. Good to hear. Good to hear. What are you all up to? Almost White Day. Yeah, I really couldn't care less, honestly. Unicorn. Yuanim. Oh, you like the red cap? Okay, so if I'm being completely honest, I never wear the red cap when I'm out and about. When I'm out and about, I never wear the red cap. It just draws too much attention, and I'm not saying that people recognize me. I'm just saying the color red, it just draws too much attention. Do you know what I mean? So I prefer not to wear a red cap. I usually wear black or something a lot less, you know, something that doesn't attract too much attention, like maybe dark blue. I usually have like a very trashy, very old looking grungy hat on so people don't recognize me, or people, just so that people just don't look at me all that much. So you have a question? Okay, go ahead. That's why I'm here early today. I wanted to spend some time with you guys to answer any questions that you might have. So, burned like shirt. Is that what this is called? Surviving? Okay, that's what I like to hear. That's what I want to hear. I failed cooking chicken 닭찜. I love 닭찜. I don't like ruined 닭찜. I mean, who likes ruined 닭찜, right? So yeah, keep that away from me. 미강님, keep that chicken away from me. 해외에서 가족이 돌아왔을 때 제가 위로하고 그분이 땡큐라고 했을 때 위로를 하고 thank you라고 했을 때 you're welcome이라고 하는 게 적절. No. No. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything. I would just say, you know, I'm so sorry for your loss. I hope, you know, just let me know if there's anything you can do. That's probably one of the things I would say, even if it's not completely true. So I would say, I'm very sorry for your loss, and then the person might say thank you, and then I might either I'm just gonna, you know, keep a sad face, or I if I feel like saying something, I might say, please let me know if there's anything I can do. Yeah. You've already finished the book? Wow. Did you watch all the videos too? Thank you. I love my shirt too. A lot of people commenting on my shirt. Can't. It's because it's you. You mean people recognize me? English is so easy, really? Okay, then I expect you to only type in English from now on. Since English is so easy, why not chat in English? Why chat in Korean if it's so easy? Because, I mean, that's kind of what I'm hoping that we will see more of as we... Yeah. That's exactly what I want to see. It's one of my hopes. It's one of my hopes. I hope someday that everyone chatting during the live stream is chatting in English. And I don't expect all the English to be perfect. No, of course not. Yeah, just only in English, of course. Because you guys using English in the chat is a valuable learning experience for beginner learners on this channel. I'm not saying that lightly. I'm very serious about that. Okay? Every time a beginner learner is reading your comments in English, it's a valuable learning experience. Because a lot of the beginner level learners in Korea, a lot of the beginner learners in Korea don't have a lot of opportunity to actually see people communicating in English. So every time you chat in English, it's a valuable learning experience. Of course. Of course. Hello, how's it going? It's good to see you again, as always. You are in the U.S. That's excellent. Which part of the U.S. and what are you doing there? Which part of the U.S. and what are you doing there? You're on time. Well, you're very early, actually. Oh, that reminds me. We start at 9 o'clock, okay? We start at 9 o'clock, but the reason I'm here so early is because I want to... I thought I might spend some time with you guys before we start our main part of our stream, because you guys might have some questions about anything, okay? 영어 실력이 정체된 느낌을 받았을 때 어떻게 극복하는 게 좋을까요? It depends. It depends on your level. Can you engage in everyday conversation? Oh, wait, no, wait. I take that back. Forget what I said. Let me start over. Okay? So, what you need to do is, first of all, I'm assuming Okay? Wait, let me turn the captions on. I'm assuming that you are communicating with foreigners in English. I'm assuming that you are doing that. If you are not doing that, then of course your English is not improving. Okay? But assuming that you are communicating in English with foreigners on a daily basis, whether that's face-to-face or online, okay, because there are many ways we communicate with foreigners. As long as you're doing that, and as you do that, and as you communicate, and as you consume content online, because you need to be doing a lot of that. You need to be doing a lot of that, consuming content in English and communicating in English, whether it's face-to-face or online. And as you do that, you will come across a lot of vocabularies, a lot of expressions, sometimes whole sentences or sometimes entire passages, right? And whenever you come across something you want to learn, you write it down. You collect it somewhere. You always keep it in one place. And you just try to learn that. You try to memorize it, go over it again and again. That's what I do. That's what I do. I hope what I just said makes sense to you. If you could respond in any way, I would appreciate that, because I want to make sure that you just heard that. I want to make sure that you didn't just ask the question and go to the bathroom. If I donate to you, can I get the LA badge? You can get the LA badge when you become a member of the channel. When you support me as a member of the channel, then you can, you get the badge. And the badge will look different each time you hit a milestone, and that means depending on how long you have been a member, you get a different looking badge. Hello, how you doing? How are you doing? Well, that's different for everybody. Although I do agree with you that you shouldn't stress over it too much. You should try not to be under too much stress. My recommendation is just focus on using the language to communicate and consume content. And whenever you come across something that you'd like to learn, something you'd like to remember, write it down, practice it. It doesn't have to be a lot. You don't have to try to remember like 5-6 lines a day or anything like that. Just relax and just consume content. Do what you normally do. Communicate with foreigners. As you do that, every time you come across something, just because you come across something you don't know doesn't mean you have to suddenly sit down and start writing that 10 times and memorizing it. No. Just whenever you feel like it. Whenever you feel like it. Who is the person who asked this question? Gloomy Daisy? You there? You still there? 해심 저격? That's the seafood place in my neighborhood, right? Oh, you like the captions? It's pretty cool, huh? I should have done this a long time ago. I don't know why, but I was under the impression that it was either very, very difficult to do or it was impossible. But I took a step back and I asked, have I actually tried it? And I never actually looked into it. I never even tried it. And so I started looking into it. You know, I did some searching, and it turns out it's not that complicated. It's not that hard. And so, oh man. It's on me? No, it's on me is a very commonly used expression. I got this is also a commonly used expression. I don't know who told you that it's not commonly used, but it's commonly used. So like it's on me, and what you need to remember is whenever you have two or more similar words or expressions, you can never really say one is more commonly used than the other without considering context. 맥락. 그 단어나 표현이 쓰이는 맥락을 전적으로 무시해놓고 어느 게 더 많이 쓰인다라고 할 수는 없어요. 만약에 누가 그렇게 얘기한다라면 그거는 that's completely anecdotal, meaning that it's completely based on their own experience. 자신의 개인적인 경험을 통해서 하는 얘기지. You can't say that's true in general. Okay, so I think that's oh, you're cooking right now. Okay. So you didn't hear any of that. Okay, or maybe you did. You just didn't have the time to reply. Okay. Hopefully you heard something that I said there. Costco. I mean, nobody really pronounces it very clearly. That means, they just say Costco. Costco. It's barely, it's barely there. It's almost not there. Yes, you're right. I'm in Australia on a working holiday, and I'm working as a chaser, talking to customers, and a big challenge. But I'm enjoying my work. My English is so terrible, but they're so kind. Yeah, that's great. You should consider yourself lucky because not everybody is that kind, and you should, kind of brace yourself. You should brace yourself for different types of people. And what I'm saying is people that are not so kind, because there definitely are people that are not so kind. So I've been using Parmesan's book for practice for 3 months now. Every day I learn new words and phrases, and I try to use them in my daily life. It's become my new hobby, and I love how many topics. Wow, that's great. That's great. Hey, make it name. Hey, it's been... I recognize you. I know you are. It's been a while. We haven't seen you on stream in quite some time. Welcome back. 아니기만 해봐. You better not be lying. You better not be lying. I guess that's one way to say it. You better not be lying. Yeah, it's based on personal experience. And yeah. I recommend watching National Assembly broadcasting when you feel like your English isn't improving. When I feel like my Japanese is improving, I'm really? Well, that's probably because you enjoy that content, and I think that's another very important factor. A very important factor is that you need to be able to enjoy what you watch, or the content you assume, or the community that you are in, the conversations that you are reading and trying to learn from. It has to be something that's enjoyable. If it's not enjoyable, it's just too hard. It has to be something you can enjoy. And so every time you guys ask me to recommend a movie or a TV show, I always say the same thing. Find something you can enjoy. It can be anything. It doesn't matter. It can be anything. The most important thing is you have to enjoy it. Okay? 아니기만 해봐. So, I mean, there are many ways to say it, but I would say you better not be lying. You better not be lying. Or, it depends on the situation, right? Like, you better be telling the truth, or this better be real, this better be for real. There are many ways you can say it. And which one, again, as I was saying before, whenever you have similar expressions and words, the most important thing is context. What are you talking about? What are you saying actually? That's so important. You can never understand anything. You can never learn anything without context. Context is number one. Context is so important. Yeah, find something you can enjoy. Exactly. Jenny, are you also moving your mouth and actually using your voice to say these things out loud? Because that's way more important than typing. I mean, typing is fine. I think it's fine. But what's so much more important... Yeah, okay, good. All right. This could actually be a very good way to increase your typing speed. Can I then watch cartoons? Yes, absolutely. Won't my English be too childish? No. Well, unless you're watching, like, children cartoons, right? But if you're watching, like, Simpsons... Or, I don't know, I don't really watch any cartoons anymore, but if you're watching, what kind of cartoons are there now? Everybody knows that there are cartoons that are created for children, but then there are cartoons that's aimed at adults. And so you should go for the latter one. Watch cartoons that have been created for adults. Then you should be good. Yeah. But... yeah, as long as you're not watching, like, children's shows, right? I was in the middle of work out, but I just sit down to watch live stream. Wow, so you're sweating now? Okay. Shouldn't you be jumping in the shower now? Or what? You better not be lying. You better be Inji. You'd better. You'd better. It's you had better, but it doesn't really matter when you're speaking. You can completely ignore the had and just say you better. When you're speaking, it's absolutely fine. 카더라썰? What is that? I have no idea what that's about. You have terrible memory. It's okay. It's not about memory. When you are using English, you're not loading something from memory. No, you're not trying to, come up with something from your memory. When you are actually using English, you can only use what you are already comfortable with. Okay? Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. There's no escape from this. There's no going around this. You can only use what you already feel comfortable with. And so the key is when you are trying to learn something, you have to repeat it so many times until you can become comfortable with it. And that's hard. That's why it takes such a long time. That's why, it's in Korea, this, English education is like a multi-billionaire, it's like a multi-billion dollar kind of a industry, right? There are companies that are dedicated to selling you English education content. That's why we have all that. Because it takes time. But when you take a step back, you really know, everybody knows that you don't need all that. All you really need to do is just to use it. Whoops. You read books that are for 3 and 4-year-olds? I guess it depends. I don't really know what those books look like, so... Are you good at taking a selfie? Is this question aimed at me? Are you asking me if I'm good at... What does that mean, though? Like... well, if you think about it, I'm kind of taking a selfie right now, aren't I? This is kind of a selfie. Wow. Well, that's awesome. Thank you. All right. So you need 4 more. Now, I found out this later. I found out about this after the book came out. It turns out one book doesn't cut it. One book isn't enough. It turns out it takes 5 books. People require 5 books to really gain maximum benefit from it. Turns out. 10 books. Okay, well, see, everybody's different, you know. So, from what I can tell, it takes about 5 books. 영어 유치원? I think those are, well, I think they're effective. I think they're effective. If you can get your child into one of those places, that child will certainly have a head start in terms of their English, compared to those who don't go to those places. So that's my first impression. I guess that's the first thing that's just that I would say about those places. Probably means you can get some hint to guess the meaning of a new word from another word you already know. Oh, okay. But you know, I think that's getting too analytical about the method. It's just use it a lot. Just use it a lot, and that's what you're facing. That's what you're looking at. If you're just using the English a lot, you're naturally exposed to those type of usage. You'll constantly be looking at words you don't know in between words that you already know, and you can, kind of just assume their meaning, and like that's what normal language looks like, right? That doesn't mean that you should start looking for those type of material. That's what just a regular material looks like, right? I envy people who can speak English comfortably while traveling. Help me, teacher, sorry. Well, you don't think I'm doing enough? You don't think I'm doing enough? That's what it sounds to me. You make it sound like I'm not doing enough. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not doing enough. It is cool, isn't it? Universal? Universal. Universal. That reminds me. There is, I think it's a factory. I don't know if it's running, but because the sign they have on their building is like really old, and I think it's actually a really old factory. And I think the name of the company that runs the factory is Universal in English, but in Korean they wrote it 유니버살. It's 유니버살. And I thought that's one way to read it. That's interesting. There are people who do so poor job taking selfie out there. Like, okay. I mean, I didn't know there was such thing as being good at taking selfies. Like, what does that even mean? You know, when it comes to something like selfies, doesn't it really come down to whether the person is good looking or not? Because that's the point of it, right? So if you have like a really beautiful face, no matter how you take a selfie, it's gonna look good, right? And if you're like ugly as fuck, then no matter what you do, you're gonna be ugly as fuck in the picture, right? So that's life, you know? That's life. Hello! I asked you about selfies because of all the exceptional thumbnails you make. Do I make good thumbnails? I don't know. I don't know if I make... I mean, I do what I can, but thank you for acknowledging the time and effort that I put into it. Appreciate that. When I told you my nickname, you smiled and said, "Oh, it's you." I'm so happy, but at the same time, I felt bad for making you so nervous. Oh, did you? Did you make me nervous? Oh, at the book signing event. Okay. Really gained maximum advantage from that. Well, it's good to have you here for the live show. It's not about the content, it's all about how many books you have. That's right. Your English journey begins when you get the 5th book. 안나푸르나 트래킹 중에 있어요. 나름 열심히 외웠는데 그냥 생각나는 대로 말이 되든 안 되든 생각나는 말하고 있습니다. Okay, that's great. You are currently tracking somewhere. You're on a tracking trip. It sounds like, and and you have to use English when you're there. I'm not exactly understanding the context here, but oh, that's great. Thank you for buying my book. I think it's when you read books in English, you kind of guess the meaning of the words you don't know. That's what we do in Korean as well, right? I mean, isn't it? That's what I do with like both languages. I often come across English words, Korean words I don't know, and you don't always have time to look it up. So, you know, you just try to guess what they mean, right? So... Oh, the voting is over. Yes, the voting is over. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for saying that. Try singing. Oh, I'm a terrible singer. I tried once, and it did not end well. I tried once because I used to do a lot of concerts when I was in university. I used to be really into playing the guitar, and I did a lot of concerts. And I tried singing once, and it did not end well. And I'm not really into it either. Wait, hold on a second. Let me turn off the caption. 선생님, 아들 친구가 놀다가 다쳤고 해서 그 엄마한테 연락을 했는데 메시지 주고 받다가 it를 시작하는 게 맞는지 이유루션을 사용하다 보니까 너무 답답하더라고요. Oh, that must have been really scary for both of you. I'm glad he's okay. I hope he heals quickly. Okay. You mean that must have been here? Were you hesitating between it must have been, you must have been, and that must have been? Is that what you're getting? I mean, what you wrote in English sounds perfectly fine. It looks good. Balmo Sim, do you think you got an accent? Do I have an accent? I'm pretty sure I have some accent. I don't know what it is, though. I was really surprised. This was many years back. I don't even remember who it was, but this one person asked me, "Hey, are you from California?" And I was really surprised because I did not even tell the person where I was from. I didn't even tell the person where I had grown up. I never told the person where I learned English or how I learned English. But the person asked, it could have been just a lucky guess, right? It could have been a lucky guess, but they got it right. The person, I don't even remember if it was a he or a she. But yeah, and so, how did you know? And the person said, you kind of have that accent. I'm like, what accent? I don't know any accents. I mean, I don't know of any accents that come from the west side of the United States. I don't know. My guess that I have a combination of different accents because I'm constantly learning English. Mostly nowadays, I'm learning most of my English through consuming content online. And you guys all know that online there are many different accents. And so I really don't know much when it comes to accents. I didn't go to an English kindergarten, but when I'm in that age, my mom used to show me a single chapter of an animation Dora over and over so I can be exposed to English always. So was that helped? I don't know. If you hated it, then I would say it didn't help. If you hated it and if you still have this feeling of dread every time you think back to that time when you had to watch that over and over again, I'd say that was a bad move. But I don't know. I guess it depends on how you feel about it right now. How's your day? It's a really tough day for me because my boss makes me upset. Oh. Well, it's never easy earning someone else's money, right? It's never easy. You know Tyler, right? Want to speak Korean? I want to speak Korean as well as Tyler. You want to speak Korean as well? I think Tyler, I think he's just a really smart dude. Some people here have said that he's like a genius, and maybe he is. He probably is, right? But at the same time, I think he's just put in a lot of effort. He's put in a lot of time using it, studying it, and yeah. And you know, some people are just really fast learners. So he's probably a very he's probably a combination of many different things. But you see, that's the thing. Like, you don't have to. I mean, it's good to. You know how they say you should always shoot for the stars? But, and you know, you should always aim high because that'll just take you that much further. But I think everything in moderation is better. You shouldn't stress over, and don't think too much about how much you are lacking. Don't think too much about how bad you are now. Don't think too much about. Don't worry. I mean, what's the point of thinking? You know, just thinking again and again about how poor your English is. Now, what's the point of that? Just do whatever you can to improve. I did not end. It did not end well. Yeah, I tried singing. It did not end well. No, not. Well, I have some tea here. I have some tea. When I'm a novice, what is more important between memorizing words and practicing grammar? Practicing grammar? There's no such thing as practicing grammar. I already watched lecture 10, but I'm learning speed is suddenly slow, so I'm curious about this problem. So, My recommendation is now it's not going to be easy because it's probably going to be different from what you are expecting, right? You're expecting me to point you to some learning material, whether it's a book or a video of some type. But what I think is the most important thing is find like a TV show, like maybe on Netflix or whatever streaming platform you're in. It could be a movie or anything that you can enjoy. And just watch that, but listen carefully. Listen carefully what they say. Maybe take notes. Take notes of the expressions and words that you want to learn. And another thing that I recommend is I've talked about this once or twice before, but a really good way for you to practice your English. And so I don't think learning words is a good idea. Don't spend any extra time trying to learn words. What you should do is just, I don't know, maybe write a diary. Write a diary. Write a diary, and as you do that, you will come across vocabularies that you don't know. When that happens, look it up. That's how you learn new words. Learn words by using the language. So using the language should always come first. And as you are learning the language, you will definitely come across words, vocabularies, expressions that you don't know. Then look those up. That's how you learn. Do you have probably any easy bid to recommend? The most important thing, if you don't enjoy what you are watching, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the show, bid, it doesn't matter if it's good learning material or not. Most important thing, you have to enjoy it. If you can't enjoy it, it's going to be a pain to watch. You understand what I'm saying? There is no such thing as good learning material for everybody. Nope. There's no such thing. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. I had it turned off. I'll be right back. Oh, and buy my book. If you are a beginner, if you are intermediate, if you are advanced learner, buy my book. If you already have one, maybe you should get another one. I normally try to be neutral even though I speak wrong, but when I usually take an exam like OPIC or other speaking tests, I would be more nervous than before and I used to be stuck speaking anything. That happens to everybody. That's perfectly normal. It doesn't mean something is wrong. It doesn't mean you have to fix something. It doesn't mean you have to look for a solution. No, it means you just have to keep doing it. And I think everybody actually knows this. Yes, of course, it would be nice if there was a solution every time you run into a problem, but there isn't. Then you mean just talk, right? Yeah. Just talk. If you are literally stepping your first step up, try recording your 통화 내용 and translate part of the recording. There are many things you can try. And I think, because I always say that it's important that when it comes to using a movie or TV show as learning material, it's very important that you enjoy it, right? That's very important. And the same thing with learning methods. Like what Olivia explained here, she explained that you should try recording yourself and listening to yourself, and not only that, but like recording your phone calls with people. I think that could be a fun method, and trying to translate that into English and then practicing it. But the thing is, it has to, just because it works for some people, it doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. You have to find what you can do. Okay? I can give you one reason. I'm not saying this is the biggest and main reason, but I can give you a reason why your English is not improving at the rate you want it to. I can tell you one reason. You know what that is? You're using Korean in the chat. You're using Korean in the chat. Only use English. The reason you don't only use English is because you feel like you can't say everything that you want to. And so when you quit using English and just use Korean, you're kind of quitting on yourself. You're quitting your effort. You're giving up your effort to improve your English. These people are really great at sending messages and questions in English. How could they manage to make long sentences impressive? What is the biggest difference between the upper intermediate and advanced English levels? It depends on the person. I guess my short answer is I don't know. It could be a number of different things. It could be their fluency. It could be their vocabulary. It could be a lot of different things. But I would say it's fluency. That's my guess. I don't know if that's true, but my guess would be fluency. I bought a book, but I didn't bring it. Oh, okay. It's all right. See, this is why you need at least 5 books, and keep each book like one in your living room, one in the bathroom, one in your office. You see what I mean? Come across means to meet or see something accidentally. So you find something, or you see something, or you hear something that you did not expect. You come across. It's kind of like running into someone. So when it's a person, you say, oh, I ran into a friend this morning. But when it's something, like maybe a news article or someone's just something, then you come across it. Oh, no, I have a dialogue. We're going to go over a dialogue today. I have a dialogue. It's going to be easier. It's going to be much easier than the previous dialogue. Because today is that day when we have to look at 3 dialogues. And I'm sure that a lot of you felt that our previous dialogue was quite long, and there were some difficult sentences. And because today we have to look at 3 dialogues, I made sure that this one was shorter and easier. So I think learning English is pretty much similar to exercising. It's not only similar to exercising, It's exactly the same. Well, no, that's I should say it like this. It is in no way different from anything else that we learn in life. You see what I'm trying to say? It is no different than anything else that we learn in life. It's exactly the same. You can compare it with anything and it makes sense because it's no different. I love my pronunciation, but YouTube doesn't understand my 50 pronunciation. Really? 50? You say 50, it doesn't understand? That's interesting. Run into him, come across him. Usually when you come across, I guess you could say come across someone. It's usually run into. When you accidentally run into someone, it's usually run into. Hey, Christine. Hey, it's been a while. How have you been? Nice to have you with us again. Welcome back. I'm so nervous when you say my writing because, you see, okay, so I understand, but that's because you have a very toxic relationship with English. A lot of people feel like their grammar has to be perfect, and a lot of people feel very uncomfortable when they use their English and other people are listening to it, they hear it, other people can see it, and they can judge you, right? And that fear it's completely ridiculous. You should not feel that fear. It's absolute nonsense that you have that fear. Do you have any morning routine? Yes, I fold up my blankets. I sit around for maybe 5 minutes. I check the time. If I have to go, I go to the bathroom. Sometimes I wash my face. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I brush my teeth. Sometimes I don't. So that's my morning routine. You haven't opened my book? It's okay. The book isn't going anywhere, so. I always into mimic something. It could be a language or it literally could be anything, and I ended up picking up some random accent from everywhere. Like, is this normal? I don't know if that's normal, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's true. A lot of Korean people, I'd say, now this is not any specific number that I came to from any sort of survey or any sort of experiment, but this is just, it's just a very random, uneducated guess, but I'd say about 90% of Korean people have a toxic relationship with English. And it's not really their fault. It's not really the Korean people's fault. It's because of how they've been introduced to English. The first time they started their relationship with English was in school as a subject, on which they were tested, right? They were tested based on the classes and what they learned in classes. And they were either punished or praised when they did either bad or well. And so they have this very toxic relationship. And I think it's important for people to understand that and to overcome that, because they have this kind of trauma. Yeah. Have you watched TV show Love is Blind? No, I have not watched that. Do you recommend it? Is it good? 국제회의 가면 틀려도 다 합니다. 용기를 가지고 말해. Yeah, just do it. Yeah. Okay, so when you're going over a dialogue and going through a dialogue, they're very similar. Go over is more of a kind of, you're kind of skimming through. 약간 훑어보는 느낌이라면 go through is, relatively, 비교적, relatively more thorough. Okay? So when you're saying that you go through something with someone, it's kind of like saying more thoroughly than just going over it. So we like the last 2 dialogues that we did in our previous streams, right? We're going to go over those. But today's dialogue, we're going to go through it together more thoroughly because, you haven't learned it yet. So, I don't know how it got into this folder, but I just happen to have this particular song in this folder. I mean, it's a kind of a nice break from all the rest, right? Because it's so different. And I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy like classical music. I also enjoy, not all, but some operas. I never even try to remember like the names of the songs because I hate trying to remember the titles of like classical songs and operas. It's it's crazy. I don't know why they have to make it so hard to remember. Well, okay, so this is the thing. Sometimes when I get up, I don't feel like brushing my teeth sometimes, so... But I brush my teeth a lot more often than I used to because I recently had to redo my teeth, like get my teeth done. So. Hey, 영자님. Since the air quality was so bad today, I couldn't step outside even briefly. Really, it wasn't that bad. You can still. I'm not a big fan of wearing masks. So, how's your day today? I had a pretty good day, I guess. I went out. I actually took my wife and I took our dogs out really early this morning before we had breakfast. Like as soon as we got up, we got dressed. We took them out. We came back, and I spent pretty much the entire day editing videos. Actually, editing one video, which is gonna go up tomorrow morning on the main channel. Yeah. It's about a 10-minute long video. It's an edit of one of our previous streams. But I edited the small talk section, this section that we're having now. Because every time we have a stream, we spend some time in the beginning making small talk, and I edited that portion because there were so many things that I thought that I wanted to point out to you guys because there were so many things that you could actually learn and practice. So I spent a lot of time doing that, and then I got ready for this stream. So how about you? How was your day? The thing I do in the morning is to drink a cup of coffee. I can't start my day without it. Yeah, sometimes I don't see the reason I didn't really say anything significant about my morning routine is because I don't really do the same thing every morning. So I guess that means I don't really have a morning routine. Although it's pretty similar day by day. I guess my morning routine is like doing nothing. Just really struggling to wake myself up. I guess that's my morning routine. Same nuance with a look through and look over. Yeah, kind of. How do you feel to everything that I've only studied doesn't work all in a real conversation. Whatever I've said a lot and got used to just pops up. And when I'm talking, always thinking. Yeah, like I said. You can, in a real conversation situation, you can only use what you already feel comfortable with. So... Oh, this is your first time tuning into the... Well, okay, so it's your first time actually leaving a message in our chat. Oh. You mean the chat? What do you mean? Oh, you mean this here, the captions? Yeah, this is something that we started very recently. We didn't have this before. We should have, but we didn't. Anyway, you know, making improvements along the way, because change is always good. You won't have enough time to go through the paper. Just go over it. Hey, what's up? I'm going through a slump in my English studies these days. It feel like I'm not improving and a bit exhausted. I'd appreciate it if you could tell me how to overcome this. I don't think there is a single method that works for everybody. Okay, well, but I can tell you about this. Have you heard of something called the dip? Have you heard? I think we've talked about this maybe once or twice. I think back then we called it a plateau. But there's, I don't know if this is a very scientific term, but they call it the dip. And whenever you're learning something, and not only when you're learning something, but whenever you're doing anything meaningful, anything that will result in a meaningful end, okay? Anything that will result in a meaningful end, whatever it is, it could be anything. There's this phase. There's a phase called the dip. And so first, when you start something, it's always exciting. Things change rapidly, which means when it comes to language learning, you improve quite quickly because you're just a clean slate. And so everything you learn it just tends to stick, right? And you feel like you're learning a lot. But whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is. Everything in life, there's a phase called the dip. It's a phase where you feel like nothing is improving and everything's just the same. And you're naturally just very, turned off by it. It's just not fun anymore. And it's just, you start questioning, why am I doing this? There's a phase. That phase, everybody goes through that same phase. And so maybe you're in that phase. Many people just quit. Some people, some people don't mind it. So what I would recommend is, there's so many variables. Like, it also depends on what you're currently doing to improve your English. I don't know about these things, right? So there's only so much advice that I can give you with so limited knowledge about what you're doing. But chances are, if you are like any other average learner, chances are you're just studying the language. You're not using it. And so my advice would be to use it more. Find ways to use the language. Go online, talk to foreigners, engage in community activity. Online or offline if you can. Of course, that would be better, but that's usually not very convenient. So becoming more active online could be one thing. Start a YouTube channel. Have you guys ever thought of that? Start a YouTube channel making content about something that you like. And it doesn't matter. You don't need many subscribers or viewers. Think about what would happen if you were to start making YouTube videos. You're going to try probably harder than you ever have to make your English perfect. Oh, and of course, in your YouTube videos, you should use English, right? So imagine yourself making content for English-speaking viewers and only use English in your videos. And you're going to force yourself, you're going to feel very, very compelled. You're going to feel, it's going to really stress you out a lot in some cases, but force yourself to use English. And you're going to really try hard to use English. You're going to try to find better expressions to use. It's going to be good. It could be good motivation. Now, again, this is not for everybody. Some of you might be thinking, "Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll try." Most of you are probably thinking, "What? No, I'm not going to do that. That's not something I can do," right? And so again, I mean, if you need some kind of motivation, that could be one. Of course you can. What do you mean, if you can? Everybody can. It's a decision. Everybody can. You have a smartphone, right? Of course you can. If you have a smartphone, you can start a YouTube channel and you can make YouTube content. There's nothing as motivating as having a great mentor, so I'm happy to have you as an English teacher. I don't feel like I'm mentoring. I'm pretty much stating the obvious here. And I think that's what's, well, I mean, like, yeah, when you consider like what mentors do, I guess what they usually do is just tell you how things are. I don't feel like I've ever told you guys anything that you guys already don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like I can be more confident when practicing speaking alone, but started talking with native speakers. I get to freeze every time. How can I fix this and improve speaking skills? SJ, I think you already know. And because I believe that you already know, I'm going to say that's absolutely normal. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, I think I said something similar before. That's not a problem. You're not experiencing a problem. That's just how things are. That's part of the learning process. Nobody skips that phase. Okay? Nobody skips that phase. It's not a problem. Therefore, you should not be looking for a solution. Okay? That's just how things are. Because, and I can prove this to you. I can prove to you that this is the case. Why? Why is this the truth? What would you tell... Okay, I say this like this is probably the millionth time I'm saying this, but what would you tell a foreigner who has that same... who's asking the same question about their Korean learning experience? So they're trying to learn Korean and they're experiencing something just like you. What would you tell them? Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Nobody wants to face the truth. Nobody wants to accept reality. We wish there was something we could do, right? Actually, I'll give you a better comparison. It's just like driving. What would you tell a person who is saying, "Oh, when I go out and drive, I get so scared and I just freeze. What do I do? How do I overcome this?" Exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. The reason that most people, not all people obviously, but the reason that most people can continue to learn to drive and eventually they learn to drive, the reason they do that is because even when they go through that phase, they know they know they can't skip it. Everybody knows there's no other way to skip that process. It's just a phase. And so they just do it, right? You just do it. Sometimes you get into accidents. Sometimes you cause trouble in traffic. Sometimes that happens, yes. But that doesn't mean you got to go somewhere else and look for a solution. No. All right. Unfortunately, I don't even know how to read that name. Unfortunately, we don't have a fixed schedule, but I stream as often as I can. I think this week, is this my third stream this week? I think I streamed on Monday and Tuesday, didn't I? Can't remember exactly. All right, let's begin, you guys. It's time. It's time. Okay. All right. Okay, I think we have to very quickly go over two quite large dialogues. We've already gone through two dialogues, right? In our past two streams. And so I think we should go over those dialogues before we get into today's dialogue, okay? So in the first dialogue that we learned, there was a character named Brian, and right, JC is here. Okay, so there's a character named Brian, and he was just at work. He was just picking up some stuff. He didn't have to be at work because he was on leave, right? He was on leave. He didn't have to be at work, but he was there to just pick up some stuff. And so while he was there, one of his coworkers saw him and said, "Brian?" And Brian said, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And then he says, "Whoa, did you get a tan?" This is the coworker, right? The coworker is asking, "Did you get a tan?" And Brian says, "Oh, yeah. 티가 나나 보지?" Right? It's noticeable, huh? Okay, very important expression. Very, very important expression, right? It's noticeable, huh? 이게 딱 보면 이게 티가 나나 보지, right? That's what it means. And it says, I thought you were some guy in a Bigfoot suit. I thought you were some guy in a Bigfoot suit. And then B says, yeah, I know. I think I may have 내가 너무 과했나 봐. 내가 너무 과하게 했나 봐. How do you say that? Right. The expression is go overboard, right? Go overboard. And so I think I may have gone a little overboard. This is what we said. I think I may have gone a little overboard. And then he says, 방금 여행에서 돌아왔다. Very important. How do we say this? 방금 여행에서 돌아왔어. 나 방금 여행에서 돌아왔거든. Very, very important. How do we say this? How do we say this? Wait, just a minute, you guys. Can you guys give me a very short moment? What? Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, I just got back from my trip, right? I just got back from my trip. And the coworker actually knew about this. And he remembers. The coworker remembers, and he says, "Oh, that's right. 너 아직 휴가 중인 거 아니었어? 너 아직 휴가 중인 거 아니었어? 너 아직 그쵸? I thought you were still on leave. I thought you were still on leave. I thought you were still on leave. 맞아. 휴가 중인 거 맞다라는 말을 하죠. 그 다음에 I thought you were still on leave라고 했을 때 맞아. 휴가 중인 거 맞아. I am. 그쵸? I am. I am. I'm just stopping by. 그냥 지금 잠깐 들른 거다. 지금 잠깐 들르고 있는 중이다. I'm just stopping by. 뭘 하기 위해서요? To pick up a few things. I'm just stopping by to pick up a few things. Okay? I'm just stopping by to pick up a few things. Oh, okay. 하더니 So, 여행은 어땠어? 여행은 어땠니? This should be very easy. 여행은 어땠어? 그쵸? How was your trip? So, how was your trip? How was your trip to 어디였더라? 기억이 안 났는데 바로 알려주죠. Australia라고 알려줘요. Australia. 그래서 right. How was it? 어땠어? 재밌었겠다. 어떻게 하죠? 재밌었겠다. 재밌었겠다. 어땠어? 재밌었겠다. 그쵸? It must have been fun. 괜찮았어. wasn't so bad. 뭐 괜찮았어는 여러 가지로 표현할 수 있는데 저희가 뭐 이런 비슷하게 했었을 거예요. It wasn't so bad. 그러니까 it was alright라고 했나? 뭐 상관없어요. It was alright. It was okay. It was alright. It wasn't so bad. 거기에 몇 주는 가 있을 거라고 하지 않았었나? 하지 않았었나? 뭐뭐뭐라고 하지 않았었나? 뭐뭐라고 하지 않았었나? 이게 가장 중요하죠. 그죠? Weren't you supposed to? 이거를 사실 didn't you say라고 할 수도 있어요. Didn't you say? 뭐 어느 거든 상관없어요. 근데 그때 저희가 이걸 했을 때는 weren't you supposed to라고 아마 했었을 거예요. 그래서 weren't you supposed to 거기에 몇 주 동안 가 있다. Be there for a couple of weeks. Weren't you supposed to be there for a couple of weeks? 라고 해서 B가 yeah 그게 원래는 그게 계획이었다. 원래는 그럴 계획이었다. 어떻게 얘기했죠? 원래는 그럴 계획이었어. 원래는 그쵸. That was the plan. 그러면 이 얘기를 할 때는 이 was를 좀 강세를 주면서요. Yeah, that was the plan. 이렇게 얘기를 함으로써 그게 원래 계획이긴 했었다. 그쵸? That was the plan. But I decided to 맞나? I decided to cut it short. 그래서 설마 너 스테이시는 브라이언의 와이프예요. 너 설마 너 스테이시랑 싸운 건 아니지? 그쵸? 이거를 설마 이런 건 아니지를 Don't tell me라고 그때 표현을 했었어요. Don't tell me. 야, 너 설마 스테이시랑 싸운 거야? Don't tell me you and Stacey had a fight. 뭐 이렇게 표현을 했었을 거예요. Don't tell me you and Stacey had a fight. 야, 설마 이런 건 아니지? 고로 나한테 그렇게 얘기하지. 그러니까 그렇죠? 직역으로 보면 나한테 그렇게 얘기하지 마이지만 어쨌든 의역이 돼서 설마 그런 건 아니지. Don't tell me you and Stacey had a fight. No, I actually went on the trip alone. Really? How come? 정말? 어째서? 이렇게 물어봤어요. 이유가 뭐였죠? 이유가 갑자기 일이 그 직장에서 일이 갑자기 생겨서 그 일에서 못 빠져나왔던 그 상황을 우리가 그쵸? She couldn't get out of work 라고 얘기를 했어요. 이거는 그때도 얘기했고 저번 시간에도 얘기했지만 이거는 단순히 휴가를 못 냈다가 아니라 뭔가 어떤 일이 생겨서 거기에 붙잡혀 있었던 거예요. 그래서 거기에서 빠져나오지 못했다라는 얘기를 이렇게 She couldn't get out of work 라고 저희가 했었고요. 뭐라고? 갑자기? 중요한 표현이죠. 뭐라고? 갑자기? What? 갑자기? 그쵸? All of a sudden? Yeah 하면서 어떤 중요한 일이 갑자기 생겼다. 중요한 일이 생겼다라는 말을 어떻게 썼죠? 중요한 일이 생겼다. 중요한 일이 생겼다. 중요한 일이 생겼다. 일단 원형은 이 표현의 원형은 something came up이에요. something came up. 뭔 일이 생겼다. 근데 이거를 강조를 해서 어떤 굉장히 중요한 일이 생겼다. something really important. 막 이런 식으로 얘기했었을 거예요. something really important came up. something really important came up. 그런 다음에 거기에 대해서 damn, that sucks. 야, 뭐 그런 게 있냐 하면서 그 안 좋은 상황에 대해서 이렇게 공감을 해주는 거죠. That sucks. 그래서 혼자 갔다고? 그래서 혼자 갔다고? 그쵸? So you just went alone? 맞나? 네, 맞는 것 같네요. So you just went alone? 사실 이 혼자 갔던 게 브라이언이 원해서가 아니라 스테이시가 그렇게 하라고 제안을 한 거예요. 스테이시가 가라고 한 거예요, 혼자. 근데 그쵸? 여기서 근데 she told me가 아니라 it was her idea 라고 얘기를 했었죠. It was her idea. 그러니까 어떻게 하자 내지는 어떻게 해라 이 제안을 가장 먼저 한 사람에 대해서 이렇게 얘기를 할 때 it was 누구의 아이디어라고 하는 거를 많이 들을 수가 있어요. 그래서 it was her idea. It was her idea actually. 사실은 이게 그녀의 생각이었다. It was her idea. Really? 그랬더니 B가 Yeah, I wanted to reschedule and it wasn't too late to cancel. 이런 얘기가 나왔었죠. 이게 둘로 나뉘어져 있어요. I wanted to reschedule. 나는 일정을 다시 잡고 싶었고 It wasn't too late. 늦지 않았었다. 너무 늦지 않았었다. 뭘 하기에? 캔슬하기에. 취소하기에 늦지 않았었다. 근데 그녀가 굳이 가라고 계속 그렇게 뭘 했다고 하죠? 밀어붙였다? 걔가 굳이 가라고 막 그래서 뭐 보통 이렇게 얘기하나요? 그쵸? She insisted. But she insisted that I go. She insisted that I go. 종용하다? 아니, 평범한 말. 보통 말로 어떻게 하죠? 걔가 자꾸 가라고 해서 그거죠? 자꾸 가라고 하다 그거죠? 이렇게도 얘기 안 하죠, 보통. 심지어 고집하다라고도 안 하지 않나요? 걔가 자꾸 가라고 해서 그냥 보통 이렇게 얘기하지 않나요? 걔가 무조건 가라고 해서 모르겠어요. 저 같은 그래 이런 말을 쓴다고요? 그쵸? 이게 이제 이게 보통 말이죠. 그죠? 예. 어쨌든. Yeah, this is how we talk. 우리가 말을 실제로 이렇게 얘기하죠. Okay, 어쨌든. Yeah, I wanted to reschedule, and it wasn't too late to cancel, but she insisted that I go. 하도도 괜찮네요. 하도. Anyway, okay. 거기에 대해서 A가 that's 이게 얘기를 듣다 that's very cool of her. That's very cool of her. 걔가 그렇게 하는 게 참 쿨하구나. 걔 진짜 쿨하다. 걔가 그렇게 하는 그 모습이 참 쿨하구나 이렇게 얘기를 하는 거예요. Okay? That's very cool of her. Okay. 이게 아마 첫 번째 대화의 끝이었을 거예요. 흐름이 중요하기 때문에 한 번 읽고 그 두 번째 대화로 갈게요. Brian? Oh, hey, how's it going? Whoa, did you get a tan? Oh, yeah, it's noticeable, huh? I thought you were some guy wearing a Bigfoot suit. Wearing on it. I thought you were some guy in a Bigfoot suit. Yeah, I know. I think I may have gone a little overboard. I just got back from my trip. Oh, that's right. I thought you were still on leave. I am. I'm just stopping by to pick up a few things. Oh, okay. So, how's your trip to Australia? Right. How was it? Must have been fun. It was all right. Weren't you supposed to be there for a couple of weeks? Yeah, that was the plan, but I decided to cut it short. Oh, don't tell me you and Stacey had a fight. Oh, no. I actually went on the trip alone. Really? How come? She couldn't get out of work. What? All of a sudden? Yeah, something really important came up. Damn, that sucks, man. So you went alone? It was her idea, actually. Really? Yeah, I wanted to reschedule. And it wasn't too late to cancel, but she insisted that I go. That's very cool of her. 이런 대화 내용이죠. 자, 두 번째 봤던 대화 내용은요. 좀 어렵고 좀 길었는데 어떤 내용이었냐면 이 두 커플이 이 여행을 계획을 하고 있던 와중에 여자가 갑자기 일이 생겨서 못 가게 됐던 그쵸? 못 가게 됐던 그 상황에서 이제 여자가 남자한테 그 일에 대해서 통보하고 근데 그래도 넌 가라 이렇게 인시스트를 했던 그 실제 대화 내용이었어요. 그쵸? 아내가 먼저 들어오면서 남편을 보고 인사를 해요. Hey honey. 브라이언이 안 그래도 와이프가 오면 뭐 보여줘야지 뭔가 굉장한 걸 찾아놨어요. 뭐 거기 가서 뭐 어디 갈 수 있는 뭐 그런 데나 보죠. 찾아놓고 기다리고 있었는데 시간적으로는 아내가 좀 일찍 왔어요. 그래서 Oh, you're early. Oh, you're early. 그쵸? Oh, you're early. 그런데 마침 잘 왔어. 이거 어떻게 했죠? 마침 잘 왔어. 일찍 왔네? 마침 잘 왔어. 그쵸? Actually, you're just in time. You're just in time. 내가 뭘 찾았는지 보면은 깜짝 놀랄걸. 내가 뭘 찾았게? 이런 느낌으로 내가 찾은 걸 보면 너는 깜짝 놀랄 거다. You won't believe. You won't believe what I found. 나오는 말을 하는 찰나에 표정을 보니까 뭔가 이상해요. 그래서 무슨 문제 있어? 어떻게 뭐 이것도 여러 가지 표현이 있죠. 근데 그때는 어떻게 표현했었죠? 뭐 문제 있어? 그렇죠. 그때는 우리가 Is everything okay? 라고 했었죠. Is everything okay? 들어왔어요. 아내가 Hey honey, Stacey죠. Hey honey, Brian이 Oh, you're early. Actually, you're just in time. You won't believe what I found. Is everything okay? 이런 느낌으로 지금 얘기가 흘러가고 있는 거죠. 그렇죠? 그랬더니 스테이시가 처음에는 yeah 라고 했다가 well, no. 했다가 아니야. 사실 그래서 온 거야. 사실 그래서 온 거야. 사실 그래서 온 거야. 나 사실 그래서 온 거야. 사실 그래서 온 거야. That's why I'm here. 이게 이 표현의 표현이라고 할 수 없어요. 그냥 말인데 이 말의 원형이죠. 원형. That's why I'm here. 근데 이걸 좀 더 부드럽게 지금 내가 이 말을 좀 주저하면서 하는 거다라는 이런 느낌을 주기 위해서 그냥 그쵸? 그냥 That's why I'm here가 아니라 That's kind of why I'm here. That's 사실은 지금 그래서 여기 이렇게 와 있는 거야. That's kind of why I'm here. Is everything okay? Yeah. Well, no. That's kind of why I'm here. 이렇게 얘기를 해요. 그랬더니 B가 그렇지. 오케이. 그래 알았어. 일단 들어와. Well, come in. We can이라고 했나요? We can talk about it over dinner. We can talk about it over dinner. We can talk about it over dinner. We can이 중요한 건 아니고 여기서는 talk about something over dinner. Talk about something over dinner. dinner가 없네. Talk about it over dinner. 이게 저녁을 먹으면서 얘기를 한다라는 그런 얘기죠. We can, well, come in. 일단 들어와. We can talk about it over dinner. 뭐 일 관련된 거야? 일 관련된 일이야? 뭐 일에 관한 얘기냐? 그걸 어떻게 일에 관련된 거야? 일에 관련된 거? Is it work stuff? 이것도 뭐 여러 가지로 표현할 수 있지만 어떻게 보면은 가장 간단하게 얘기하는 게 이거죠. Is it work stuff? Is it work stuff? 그랬더니 거기에 이어서 바로 이어서 나 중국 요리 시킬까 했는데 어때? 나 중국 요리 시킬까 했는데 어때? 중국 요리 시킬까 했는데 어때? 중국 요리 시킬까 했는데 어때? I was thinking of ordering Chinese. 그쵸? I was thinking of ordering Chinese. 하고 어때? 이 어때를 What do you say? What do you say? 이 표현 What do you say? Okay. 보통 내가 어떤 제안을 하면서 어떤 아이디어를 제안을 한다거나 상대방을 뭔가 같이 하자고 invite, 이렇게 초대를 하는 그런 상황에서 어때? 이렇게 물어볼 때 물론 what do you think도 괜찮아요. what do you think? 근데 what do you think는 훨씬 더 폭넓은 활용이고요. 어떻게 생각을 하느냐. 이거는 what do you say? 좋아? 싫어? 약간 이걸 묻는 질문이라고 볼 수가 있죠. what do you say? 이렇게 해서 근데 이제 브라이언은 이 얘기를 하면서 벌써 등 돌리고 이미 막 앱을 막 찾고 있어요. 그랬더니 이 그 와이프는 이 얘기를 들으면서 지금 그럴 때가 아닌 거예요. 이걸 먼저 빨리 얘기해서 불러요. 자기야 이렇게 얘기해요. 자기야. 그쵸? 그 what do you say가 그거죠. 좋아, 싫어, 어때? Babe. 야. 하고 뒤돌아봤겠죠? 불렀으니까 I actually have to go back. 나 사실 돌아가야 돼. 회사에? 나 사실 돌아가야 돼. 그래서 회사에 to work? 그쵸? to work? 그러더니 끄덕이니까 B가 방금 왔잖아. 그쵸? But you just got here. 그쵸? But you just got here. 그러면서 여기서 이제 중요한 얘기가 나오죠. 그 전화상으로 전화를 하려고 했었는데 이거를 통화로 이 얘기를 하고 싶지 않았다라는 이 얘기를 하죠. 그 얘기를 어떻게 했었죠? 야 전화할까 하다가 통화로 얘기하기가 좀 그래서 딱 그렇게 얘기했죠. 써나님, I was gonna call, but I didn't want to tell you over the phone. Very good. Yes. I was gonna call, but I didn't want to tell you. 이거는 진짜 여러분이 한 단어처럼 그냥 외워야 돼요. I was gonna call, but I didn't want to tell you over the phone. I was gonna call, but I didn't want to tell you over the phone. I was gonna call, but I didn't want to tell you over the phone. Alright. 지금 상대방 하는 말이 때문에 내가 지금 굉장히 긴장돼 있는 상태다. 왜 무섭게 왜 이래? 약간 이런 식으로 얘기를 어떻게 했었냐면 You're kind of freaking me out. 이렇게 했었던 것 같아 저번에. 맞나? 그쵸. Alright, you're kind of freaking me out. What is it? Alright, you're kind of freaking me out. What is it? 알았어. 야 무섭잖아. 뭔데? 약간 그 정도로 보면 되겠다. 야 무섭잖아. 뭔데? Okay, kind of freaking me out. What is it? 그랬더니 Stacey가 I think we're gonna have to cancel the trip. 여행을 취소해야 될 것 같다. 여기서 중요한 건 이거죠. I think we're gonna have to. 어떻게 해야 될 것 같다. think we're gonna have to cancel the trip. 그랬더니 브라이언이 하고 이제 speechless한 상태죠. 뭔가 말을 못 잇고 있죠. 그랬더니 A가 이제 여기서부터는 크게 중요한 건 아니에요. 근데 we lost one of our main investors였던 것 같아요. 우리 투자자들 중에 가장 메인이 되는 가장 큰 투자자 한 명 잃었다. 잃은 것 같다. 그러면서 B가 근데 이 얘기를 좀 알고 있어요. 무엇에 대한 투자자인지. For Voxa? Voxa라는 어떤 Voxa라는 어떤 그 복사 말고요. Voxa라는 어떤 그 이제 프로젝트가 있어요. 프로젝트를 이제 런칭하려고 준비 중인데 이제 투자자들도 있고 한데 이거를 위한 그거 말하는 거냐라고 해서 A가 예라고 하고 말하자면 길다. 이거 어떻게 하죠? 말하자면 길다. 말하자면 길어. 그쵸? It's a long story. Anyway 하고 이제 이거 중요한 내용은 아닌데 일단 그 anyway now 지금은 Kramer는 그 회사의 CEO고요. Kramer is scrambling to lock in new funding and he wants the full demo ready in 2 weeks. 어쨌든 그 CEO인 Kramer가 지금 어떻게 하려고 지금 그 뭐라고 하죠? 까먹었다. 뭐였지? 허둥대다. 지금 CEO는 그 CEO 크레이머가 새로운 그 투자자를 확보를 하려고 지금 허둥대고 있어. 그리고 and he wants the full demo. 그 풀 버전의 그 데모를 그 서비스든 뭐 제품이든 그것을 이렇게 기능을 하는 거다라는 그 데모 있죠. 그 full 데모를 2주 안에 완성되어 있기를 바란다. 이렇게 얘기를 했어요. 중요한 내용은 아니에요. 맥락을 위해서. 근데 이 얘기를 들은 B가 우리 다음 주에 출발이잖아. 우리 아닌가? 맞죠? 야, 우리 다음 주에 출발이잖아. 그쵸? 우리 다음 주에 출발이다. 자, 왜 출발이다라고 할 수 있는 거죠? 왜 다음 주에 있을 일을 현재형으로 얘기를 해요? 왜 그렇죠, 여러분? 당연한 얘기인데 왜 그런지를 누가 한 분만 얘기해 주세요. 미래에 있을 얘기인데 왜 현재형으로 얘기해요? 그쵸? 현재 그렇게 정해져 있기 때문에 그 계획은 심지어 지금도 존재하기 때문에 바로 이 느낌을 영어로 표현하는 데에는 이것도 몇 가지가 있는데 그 중에 하나가 we're supposed to. 약속돼서 일정으로 잡혀 있어서 현재도 그게 존재하는 어떤 계획만 놓고 보면 현재도 존재하니까 we're supposed to leave next week. 이거를 조금 더 편한 말로는 we're leaving next week. 이건데 이렇게 얘기하는 게 지금은 더 자연스러운 게 지금은 이제 더 이상 못 그러게 될 수 있는 그런 조짐이 있기 때문에 그렇기 때문에 지금은 얘보다는 we're supposed to가 더 잘 어울리는 거예요. 그쵸? 딱 이 느낌. 야, 다음 주에 우리 출발인 거잖아. We're supposed to leave next week. 거의 물음표인 거죠. We're supposed to leave next week. 어쨌든 거기서 알아? 너무 미안해 자기야. 말만 하는 것도 너무 It's so cringy. I know. I'm so sorry, babe. I know. I'm so sorry, babe. I know. I'm so sorry, babe. 그러면서 but you know how it is. How it is with these startup. 뭐 이런 비슷한 얘기였던 것 같아요. 근데 이런 스타트업들이 이 여자가 이제 스타트업 회사에서 일하는 거죠. 이런 스타트업들이 어떤지 너도 알잖아. 이 얘기예요. You know how it is. 이 you know how it is만 보면은 어떤지 너도 알잖아. 이 얘기고요. These startups, 이 스타트업들이 이거를 with 만약에 이렇게 어떤 대상이 있으면 이렇게 with로 이어주는 거예요. Okay, so you know how it is. You know how it is with these startups. Okay. All right. 엄청 길었네. 오케이. 그랬더니 거기에 대해서 B가 well, yeah 하고 we did 아니다. 이 부분 넘어갔었구나. 넘어갔고 받아들였죠. 여기서 B가 여기서 받아들였죠. Well, alright. Okay. 받아들였어요. 그렇죠? 이거는 저희 지난번 실시간 강의 때 다룬 내용이었어요. 이거는. Okay, well, okay. Well, alright, okay. I lost my place. 잠깐만, 색깔로 표시해야 되겠다. 잠깐만. Okay, so maybe we should consider ourselves lucky. 뭐 이런 비슷한 얘기를 했었어요. 그렇죠? 그래도 운이 좋은 편이라고 생각을 해야 될 수도 있겠다. Okay? 그런 얘기를 했어요. Maybe we should consider ourselves lucky. I think we can still avoid most of the cancellation fees. 이런 얘기를 했었던 것 같아요. I think we can still avoid. 아직은 피할 수 있을 것 같다. 대부분의 취소 위약금이라고 하나요? 취소 위약금? 대부분의 취소 위약금을 아직은 그래도 피할 수 있을 것 같으니까 운이 좋은 거라고 생각을 하는 게 해야 될 수도 있겠다. Yeah, maybe we should consider ourselves lucky. Well, all right. Okay. Maybe we should consider ourselves lucky. I think we can avoid most of the cancellation. I think we can still avoid most of the cancellation fees. 이렇게 얘기를 했고 그 다음에 어디였냐? 오케이. 그랬더니 내가 생각을 해봤는데 여러분 이거 진짜 중요해요. 지금 이 내용은 다 까먹어도 돼요. 이거 다 이해도 못해도 되고 다 까먹어도 되는데 이거는 꼭 있잖아. 내가 생각해봤는데 You know what? I've been thinking about it. And 그 생각의 결론을 이제 얘기를 하는 거예요. 있잖아, 내가 생각해봤는데 이렇게 하자, 이렇게 하라, 이렇게 하면 어떨까 하고 이제 뭐 제안을 하든 뭐를 하든 이 문장 흐름, okay? You know what? I've been thinking about it, and I think you should go. 있잖아, 내가 생각해봤는데 넌 가라 이거죠. You know what? I've been thinking about it, and I think you should go. What? On the trip? 뭐? 여행 말하는 거야? 아니었나? Why would I go 이거였나? Why would I go without you? 이거였나요? What? Why would I go without you? 뭐 이거라고 치죠. 별로 상관없을 것 같아요. So 네, 뭐 별로 상관은 없을 것 같아요. 그렇죠? Yeah, on the trip은 그냥 앞당기죠. Okay, so what? Why would I go without you? 뭐? Why would I go without you? 내가 너 없이 왜 가는데 이거죠. 내가 너 없이 왜 가는데? Why would I go without you? 너가 얼마나 기대하고 있었는지 안다. 이것도 우리가 영어를 배우는 사람들이라면 이걸 영어로 배우는 사람들이라면 이 정도 얘기할 수 있어야 되겠죠. 그렇죠? I know you've been really looking forward to this trip. 뭐 하죠. 저번에 그렇게 했었는지 기억이 안 나지만 그리고 또 다른 유사 표현으로도 I know how much you've been looking forward to this trip. 이렇게도 할 수 있고요. I know how much you've been looking forward to this trip. 여기서 브라이언이 욕을 하던가? 저희가 fuck that 했나요? 그건 다른 잠깐만. No, fuck that. 아닌데. 맞나? We'll just wait until after your product launch. 뭐 이런 얘기 했었던 것 같아요. No, fuck that. We'll just 아닌데? 뭔가 이 말을 했을 것 같지 않은데? 아닌가? 이거 아니에요? 욕 안 했어요? 아니었나? No, it's not a problem. Okay. No, it's not a problem. No, it's not a problem. 아니야, 야, 전혀 문제될 거 없어 이 얘기죠. 야, 전혀 문제될 거 없어. We'll just wait until after your product launch. We'll just wait. 그냥 기다리면 되지. 그냥 기다리면 돼. 언제까지? 뭐가 끝날 때까지. 이 after는요, 단순히 뭐뭐 후라는 의미만 있는 게 아니라 뭐뭐가 끝나고 나는 그 시점까지 기다리면 된다. We'll just wait until after your product launch. No, it's not a problem. We'll just wait until after your product launch. 그렇죠? 이렇게 얘기를 했었어요. 그랬더니 A가 여기서 그 이번 대사에서 A가 하는 이번 대사에서 되게 중요한 표현이 하나 있었어요. 여러분이 좀 어렵지만 여러분이 이런 말은 꼭 할 수 있었으면 좋겠다. 뭔가 그죠? 그게 있었어요. 일단 하나는 look. 거의 앞으로 몇 주간은 거의 집에 없을 거다 뭐 이런 얘기 했었어요. 그렇죠? 앞으로 몇 주간 그렇죠? 지금 제이씨님이 하신 이거죠? Look, I'm hardly gonna be home for the next couple of weeks. 앞으로 몇 주간은 거의 집에 없을 거다. I'm hardly gonna be home. 집에 거의 나 거의 집에 없어. 그냥 평소에 대한 얘기. 여러분 중에 이런 분들 있죠? 집에 거의 안 계시는 분들. 나 집에 거의 없어. 그럼 이 얘기는 어떻게 하면 돼요? 나 집에 거의 없어. 그쵸? I'm hardly home. I'm hardly home. 물론 다르게도 할 수는 있어요. 뭐 I'm almost never home. 이렇게도 하는 사람도 있어요. I'm almost never home. 근데 어쨌든 I'm hardly home. at 붙이면은요. I'm hardly at home. 오케이. 괜찮은데 it's not necessary. Okay? 그건 다음에 좀 자세히 얘기할게요. 다음에. Yeah. Okay, so I'm hardly home for the next I'm hardly gonna be home for the next couple of weeks. Okay? 아니 순간적으로 너무 많은 생각이 났어요. 막 붙일 때가 어울리는 때가 있는데 또 이걸 지금 또 설명을 해야 되나 막 so many things were going through my head at that very short moment. So I'm sorry if I seemed like a broken robot. Anyway, so this okay. Look, I'm hardly gonna be home for the next couple of weeks, and then next 들어가네 for the next couple of weeks, and 그리고 이 부분이었죠. 이 부분이 여러분이 좀 귀찮더라도 힘들더라도 좀 시간을 들여서 배웠으면 좋겠다라는 게 뭐였냐면 그 한국어로 해석이 어떻게 썼더라? 내 기분이 훨씬 좋을 것 같다. 내 기분이 이렇게 하는 게 내가 기분이 훨씬 나을 것 같아. 너가 어느 해변가에서 그렇게 막 태닝하고 있다라는 거를 내가 이렇게 알고 있으면 난 기분이 훨씬 그게 좋을 것 같아. 이런 식의 it's a very nice thing to say to someone, right? 그래서 it would just make me feel a lot better. 일단 여기까지 와야 돼요. It would just make me feel a lot better. It would just make me feel a lot better knowing that you're sunbathing on some beach. 뭐 이런 얘기를 했었던 것 같아요. 이제 설명하는 거죠. 난 집에 거의 있지도 않을 거니까 그 대신에 그러니까 미안한 거죠. 앞으로 집에 거의 안 있을 거라는 거. 앞으로 며칠 동안. 그러니 너가 이러고 있다라는 걸 내가 알면 훨씬 기분이 좋을 것 같다. Okay? So look, I'm hardly going to be home for the next couple of weeks, and it would just make me feel a lot better knowing that you're sunbathing on some beach. 그래서 여기서 욕을 하던가 욕 안 한다고 그랬죠? 뭔 소리야? 뭐 이 정도. what are you talking about? 뭔 소리야? What are you talking about? 빨리 끝낼게. I don't care if you're only home for a few. 내용만 알면 돼요. For a few hours every other day. I'm gonna be right here. 자, 이게 무슨 얘기냐? 뭔 소리야? What are you talking about? 뭔 소리야? I don't care if. 난 이래도 저래도 상관없어. 뭐 어때도 상관없어요? 나는 you're only home for a few hours every other day. 하루 걸러 매일도 아니고 하루 걸러 불과 몇 시간씩 두세 시간씩만 집에 있다 해도 난 상관없어 라는 얘기예요. I'm gonna be right here. 난 바로 여기에 있을 거야. What are you talking about? I don't care if you're only home for a few hours every other day. I'm gonna be right here. 그다음에 A가 That's really sweet. 너무 스윗하다. 정말 스윗하다. But please, 근데 제발 for me, 날 위해서 이렇게 얘기를 했어요. 흐름이 중요하니까 한번 쭉 읽어. 이건 좀 많이 길고 어려웠죠, 그렇죠? 네, 좀 한번 쭉 읽어볼게요. 집에 왔어요. Hey, honey. Oh, you're early. Actually, you're just in time. You won't believe what I found. Is everything okay? Yeah. Well, no. That's kind of why I'm here. Okay, well, come in. We can talk about it over dinner. Is it work stuff? I was thinking of ordering Chinese. What do you say? Babe? Yeah. I actually have to go back. To work? But you just got here. I was gonna call, but I didn't want to tell you over the phone. 이거 중요하죠? I was gonna call, but I didn't want to tell you over the phone. All right, you're kind of freaking me out. What is it? I think we're gonna have to cancel the trip. Oh. We lost one of our main investors. For Voxa? Yeah, it's a long story. Anyway, now Kramer is scrambling to lock in new funding and he wants the full demo ready in 2 weeks. We're supposed to leave next week. I know. I'm so sorry, babe. But you know how it is with these startups. Well, all right, okay. Maybe we should consider ourselves lucky. I think we can still avoid most of the cancellation fees. You know what? I've been thinking about it, and I think you should go. You know what? I've been thinking about it, and I think you should go. What? Why would I go without you? 내가 너 빼고 왜 가는데? I know you've been really looking forward to this trip. I know you've been really looking forward to this trip. I know how much you've been looking for this trip. No, it's not a problem. We'll just wait until after your product launch. Look, I'm hardly going to be home for the next couple of weeks, and it would just make me feel a lot better knowing that you're sunbathing on some beach. What are you talking about? I don't care if you're only home for a few hours every other day. I'm going to be right here. That's really sweet, but please, for me. Okay. 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 All right. Are you guys ready for the new... Actually, I'm not ready. I'll be right back. 5-minute break. 5-minute break.
And bruised from all the abuse. Probably should call the whole thing off, but darling, I can't get enough. And you got your hooks deep inside of me, surely bleed to death if I dared to leave. For better or worse, I'll always be true, black and blue and in love with you.
Did everybody enjoy their breaks? 뭐가 궁금해요?
I've come to accept
What I'm eating? I'm not eating anything. Oh, you mean tea? I'm drinking tea. Has it been 5 minutes? These earphones? Oh yeah, they're good. They're great. It's from a I don't. I think it's if I remember correctly. I think it's this. The cup? I don't know where I got this. This is a very, 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 very old cup. I don't remember. Yeah, I should start selling stuff. I have like 30 hats. Does anybody want to buy a hat? I look cool without the cap. Should we do the second half without the cap? 쌤 수업 들은 지 안 된 뉴비예요. 영어 열심히 공부해서 월을 잘 준비해보려고 작년 수업 감사드립니다. Cool, cool. Alright. Alright. Okay, all right. New dialogue. New dialogue. 어떻게 알았지? Did I talk about it? I'm giving a talk to some people at, I think it's, I don't know what they call their facility in English, but it's there's this place called Samsung 인력개발원 or something. And they wanted me to come over there and talk to some of the people there to tell them something they already know. And so I said, sure. All right. Yeah, it's kind of, it's hardly a lecture, but it's just, a talk. Okay, let's begin. So, Brian is in Australia. Brian is in Australia. Are you all happy for Brian? Are you all happy for Brian? He's in Australia. Okay, so this dialogue is going to be, I think, quite a bit easier than the one that we just saw. Okay. We're all happy for Brian. Yeah, right. Happy for Brian, right? Okay, so Brian is just relaxing on a beach. Right? He's got his shades on, and he's just enjoying some sunlight. Okay? And then someone sits next to him. Someone sits next to Brian. The Korean sounds so corny. Oh my gosh. But in English, it's fine. I know it's so cringe. Well, I did not expect this to sound so cringy in Korean. No. But in English, I'm sure you will agree. In English, it's perfectly natural. Nice day for a tan. Nice day for a tan. Yeah. You know, nice day for a swim. Nice day for a tan. What? What's this? What's this? Oh. Nice day for a tan. And Brian, this guy, he looks around desperately trying to find someone because he's sure that this person is not talking to him. But there's nobody else. There's nobody else. Why does every line sound so cringy in Korean? Oh, man. Every line sounds so weird. Okay. What would you say? If you're Brian, what would you say? Imagine you are Brian. You're sitting on a beach, you're enjoying a nice relaxing time, lots of sunlight, and someone just sits next to you and says, "Nice day for a tan." Are you talking to me? Sure it is? Are you talking to me? I think you should go. Man, that is so cool. I think you should go. I think you should go. Do I know you? Oh, man. I insist that you go. Okay. Now, Brian, this guy, this genius, says, yeah. Oh, man. I guess. I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. 한국어로는 sun cream? Okay. Sun cream. I don't think it's Okay, so I'm not 100% sure, but sun cream? Ugh, sounds weird. Sun cream? It sounds like something that you eat. I think in English it's usually sunscreen. I think. I'm not exactly sure. Sunblock, I think sunblock is... I think it has a different purpose. I think it's let's go with sunscreen today, okay? Anyway, so nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. Why is this so funny in Korean? Okay. I don't know why the Korean sounds so weird. Okay. You can use mine. 상관없다면, if you don't mind. The flowery scent. You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. Nice day for a tan. Yeah. I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. So, if you're Brian, what would you say? If you were Brian, what would you say? Can you apply it for me? 욜라보님, seriously? You would? Can you apply it for me? Thank you, but I'm fine. Showing his back today. My gosh. I will be happy. Thanks. But I'm good. Oh, you would say I love that scent? Thanks, but I'm good. Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. Thanks, but I'm good. Thanks, but I'm good.
Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen.
Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen.
Okay. Whoa. What's all this?
Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have.
You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. Thanks, but I'm good.
All right, sounds good.
You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. Thanks, but I'm good.
All right, sounds good. Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. Thanks, but I'm good. Joey Chonim, do you know Discord? Have you used Discord? 디스코드 사용해 보셨나요? 디스코드가 있어요. 채널의 멤버로 가입되신 분들이 활용할 수 있게 해놓은 건데, so if you use Discord, then you can send me your voice messages. Okay. 감사하지만 괜찮습니다. 그죠? Thanks, but I'm good. 정말요? 정말요? How do you say that? 정말요? You sure? You sure? 그 써나님이 seriously라고 하셨는데 정말요가 상대방이 한 얘기를 못 믿거나 아니면은 상대방이 굉장히 말도 안 되는 어떤 얘기를 했다거나 말도 안 되는 제안을 했다거나 얘기할 때 seriously? 진짜 약간 이런 정말이고요. 지금 같은 경우는 상대방이 뭔가를 사양했을 때 한 번 더 권할 때 이렇게 많이 얘기를 해요. Thanks, but I'm good. You sure? 정말요? Sure? Okay. 그 다음에 이렇게 얘기를 해요. 뭐 중요한 말은 아닌데요. 중요한 얘기는 아니고 그냥 그 맥락을 위해서 넣는 건데. You sure? I've seen people hurt themselves out here. I've seen people. 나는 사람들을 본 적이 있다. Hurt themselves out here. 이 밖에서 스스로 다치게 하는 사람들을 본 적이 있다라는 얘기인데, 그쵸? 네. 그러니까 잘못하면은 그게 부상으로 이어질 수 있다라는 얘기를 그냥 이렇게 한 거죠. 자기는 그런 걸 본 적이 있다. I've seen people hurt themselves out here. Sunburn, among other things, I guess. Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. Thanks, but I'm good. You sure? I've seen people hurt themselves out here. 왜냐면 스스로 그렇게 되도록 내버려 두는 거니까요. 지금 같은 경우는 그런 개념이 성립이 되는 것 같아요. So you allow it to happen, right? You allow it to happen, so it's kind of like hurt themselves, right? 이런 상황? Could be. Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. Thanks, but I'm good. You sure? I've seen people hurt themselves out here. 조심할게. 요. Yeah, that's true. 네, 맞아요. 그쵸? I'll be careful. 그러면서 동시에 한 번 더 그 사람이 그 제안한 거에 대해서 고마움을 표현하고 싶어요. 조심할게요 라고 해서 말 끊는 게 아니라 이 와중에도 고맙다란 얘기를 한 번 더. 그쵸? Thanks anyway. Very good. I'll be careful. Thanks anyway. 뭐 또 뭐 굳이 다르게 한다면 뭐 appreciate it though. 이렇게 할 수도 있겠죠. I'll be careful. Appreciate it though. Thanks anyway. Appreciate it though. I can't. 자, 이때요. 이렇게 사양했을 때 뭐 할 수 있는 얘기는 여러 가지가 있는데 약간 어떤 말투이냐면 그래요, 마음대로 하세요. 약간 딱 이런 말은 아닌데 그런 느낌으로 쓰는 말이 있어요. 딱 이렇게 했을 때 제안한 거를 또는 offer한 거를 사양했을 때 그쵸, suit yourself. suit yourself. 이게 근데 이런 상황, 아무리 이런 상황이어도 suit yourself가 무례한 건 아니에요, 절대로. suit yourself. 그냥 뭐 네, 당신이 좋을 대로 하세요. Okay? No. 아니에요. suit yourself is perfectly natural. It's okay. 그쵸, 편한 대로 하세요. suit yourself. 그 편한 대로 하세요가 좋겠네요. Yes. suit yourself. 그려요. This is really good. This is really good. Yeah. 그래요. 그러세요. Yeah, I like it too. 그래요. Hey, nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. Thanks. I'm good. You sure? I've seen people hurt themselves out here. I'll be careful. Thanks anyway. Suit yourself. Okay. 과자 분석이님, very good, very good. Are you here alone? 그쵸, 이거는 뭐 의문형으로 해도 되고 아니면은 그 뭐냐 확인차 하는 그냥 평서문을 하면서 말꼬리만 올려서 할 수 있고요. 의문형 할게요. Are you here alone? If you insist 붙이면 좀 고집 세다고 말하는 것처럼 들릴까요? 아니요. If you insist는 일단 지금 이 말을 하는 시점에서 if you insist는 아예 어울리지가 않고요. 아예 그 말이 아예 어울리지 않고요. If you insist는 상대방이 제안을 한 거를 내가 받아들일 때 쓰는 말이에요. 상대방 하세요. 알았어요. 뭐 정 그러시면 뭐 받을게요. 뭐 약간 이런 느낌으로 쓰는 말이 if you insist. suit yourself는 상대방이 사양했을 때 알았어. 편할 대로 하세요. 이런 느낌으로 쓰는 말이고요. Are you here alone? Pretty much. 당신은요? 그쵸? You? 오, 킴님. 이 해석 좋다. 그쵸 뭐. 그쵸 뭐. You? I'll be careful. Appreciate it though. Thanks anyway. Suit yourself. Are you alone? Are you here alone? Pretty much. You? 저뿐이에요. It's just me. 지금은요. 이 말 어떻게 붙이죠? For now. It's just me. For now. Are you here alone? Pretty much. You? It's just me. For now. Okay, 율라봉님. Thanks for coming by. Have a great rest of your have a great day tomorrow. 호주는 처음이세요? 자, 이제 토들러 분들에게 꼭 하고 싶은 얘기가 이런 말은요. 이런 말은 생각할 필요가 0.1초도 필요 없어야 돼요. 오케이? Is this your first time in Australia? Is this your first time in Australia? 그만큼 중요하다는 얘기예요. Is this your first time in Australia? 그렇게 티가 나나 보죠? 자, 제가 해석을 잘못한 건지는 모르겠지만 여기에서의 티가 나다는 noticeable가 아니에요. 이 티가 나는 거는 obvious예요. obvious. 이 단어예요. obvious. 혹시 지금 왜 그런지 느껴지세요? noticeable랑 느낌 안다고요? 이 noticeable라는 단어에 대해서 한 번 더 얘기를 하자면 noticeable는 언제 쓰는 거냐? 옛날 제 영상을 본 적이 있으시다면 아마 아시겠지만 평소랑 어떤 달라진 거나 특이한 한 점 이런 거가 감지가 됐을 때 그런 거를 이제 notice 한다라고 하거든요. notice 한다. 그리고 그런 성향이 있는 거를 이제 noticeable라고 하는 건데 뭐 달라진 점이나 뭐 바뀐 점이나 이런 거. obvious는 그게 뭔지가 너무 그냥 훤히 그냥 보이는 거. 그쵸? obvious. 그냥 그게 어떤 건지가 너무 그냥 그죠, 뻔할 때 그런 느낌. 지금 한국어를 보면은 그런 느낌, 적어도 맥락을 보면 그렇죠. 그렇죠? 글쎄요, 한국어로는 어떻게 얘기를 하는 게 더 자연스러운지 모르겠는데, 그래서 that obvious, 라고 할게요. That obvious, 그 정도로 obvious한가 보죠? 이런 식으로 얘기를 하는 거죠. 딱 그렇게 보이나 보죠? 이것도 괜찮고. That obvious, 이게 that obvious라고 하는 게 이제 그 정도로, 그렇게 그 정도로 obvious 한 거군요. 그렇죠? Is it that obvious? 뭐 그것도 괜찮아요. 그것도 괜찮은데 뭐 이 의문형으로 하는 경우도 물론 지금 같은 경우는 괜찮은데, 한국어에서도 보면은 티가 나나요? 라고 하는 거랑 티가 나나 보죠? 이렇게 하는 거랑 뭐 거기서 거기죠. 그냥 느낌만 조금 다를 뿐이죠. 오케이. tell. 네, 할 수는 있는데 지금은 그냥 obvious가 제일 어울릴 것 같아요. 오케이. 왜냐면 tell라고 하면은 그렇게 그게 티가 난다라는 그 정도를 강조하는 표현을 섞어서 얘기를 하기가 좀 더 번거로워요. 말이 더 길어지고. 오케이? 근데 지금은 이제 that obvious, 이게 이제 강조를 하기 위한 거거든요. that obvious. 자, 다시 보면은요. 태닝하기 좋은 날이네요. Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. 이거 발음 연습 많이 해주세요. should have brought. should have brought. the 묵음이에요. 그냥 should have brought. I guess I should have brought. Guess I should have brought more sunscreen. You can use mine if you don't mind the flowery scent. 꽃향 상관없다면 제 거 쓰셔도 돼요. Thanks, but I'm good. 사양했죠? You sure? 정말이에요? I've seen people hurt themselves out here. 사람들 여기서 이러고 있으면서 부상당한 사람들 봤어요. 라고 했죠? I'll be careful. 조심할게요. Thanks anyway. Appreciate it though. Suit yourself. 네, 편한 대로 하세요. Are you here alone? 혼자 여기 와 있는 건가요? Pretty much. You? 네, 맞아요. 당신은요? It's just me. For now. 저뿐이에요. 지금은. Is this your first time in Australia? for now라고 하니는 뭐 여러 가지가 있을 수가 있겠죠. 뭐 조금 있다가 누군가가 뭐 같이 합류하기로 했다거나 뭐 그런 약속이 있을 수도 있으니까요. 그렇죠? So, it's just me. For now. Is this your first time in Australia? 정말 중요한 의문형이죠. 호주는 처음이세요? 그럼 여러분 앞으로 외국인 만났을 때 한국은 처음이세요? 할 수 있겠죠. 그러려면은 이 말을 엄청나게 많이 반복을 해봐야겠죠. 얘를 Korea로 뭐 바꿔놓든가 해서. Is this your first time in Australia? That obvious, huh? 그렇게 엄청 확 티가 나나 보죠? 그죠? Okay. 저 여기 자주 나와 있거든요. often도 좋아요. often도 좋은데 오늘은 조금 더 그 편한 말로 a lot로 할게요. a lot. I'm out here a lot. I'm out here a lot. I'm out here a lot. 물론 I come out here a lot도 좋아요. I come out here a lot. 이것도 괜찮아요. I come out here a lot. 근데 이것도 이렇게도 얘기하는 거를 많이 들어볼 수 있을 거예요. I'm out here a lot. I'm out here a lot. 오늘은 짧은 문장들은 많긴 한데 좀 발음이 어려운 것들이 몇 가지 있을 거예요. 특히나 이런 것들이요.
You sure? I've seen people hurt themselves out here. I'll be careful, thanks anyway. Suit yourself. Are you here alone? Pretty much. You? It's just me for now. Is this your first time in Australia? That obvious, huh?
It's just me for now. Is this your first time in Australia? That obvious, huh?
Are you here alone? Pretty much. You? It's just me for now. Is this your first time in Australia? That obvious, huh?
Nice day for town. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. You can use mine if you don't mind the fluorescent. Thanks, but I'm good. You sure? I've seen people hurt themselves out here. I'll be careful. Thanks anyway. Suit yourself. Are you here alone? Pretty much. You? It's just me for now. Is this the first time in Australia? That obvious, huh?
I'm out here a lot. 자, 어떤 얘기를 할 거냐면 뭐뭇을 꽤 잘 할 수 있게 됐다. 그러니까 어떤 능력에 대한 얘기예요. 어떤 능력에 대한 얘기예요. 근데 일단 지금 어떤 능력인지는 잠시 뒤에 보고 일단 이렇게 말을 시작할 거예요. 뭐뭇을 꽤 잘 할 수 있게 됐다. 뭐뭇을 꽤 잘 할 수 있게 됐다. 오케이? 자, 지금 본 채널에 계신 분들은 이건 무조건 맞출 수 있어야 돼요. 무조건 맞출 수 있어야 돼요. 자, 제가 한 가지 이 표현 방식을 이제 영어로 우리가 할 때 어떤 식으로 우리가 생각을 좀 하면 좋은지에 대한 거를 좀 그 개념에 대해서 좀 이해를 시키고자 이렇게 얘기를 해볼게요. 일단 우리가 중요하게 생각해야 될 게 있어요. 자, 이게 지금 현재에 대한 얘기예요? 아니면은 과거에 대한 얘기예요? 지금까지, 현재 완료, 현재. 네, 지금 처음에 나온 얘기들이 이게 다 맞는 말이에요. 이게 지금 지금 현재가 있고 지금까지가 있고 현재 완료가 있잖아요. 이게 뭐냐면 지금 이건 현재에 대한 얘기예요. 현재에 대한 얘기. 근데 단순히 현재에 대한 얘기가 아니라 과거서부터 지금까지에 걸쳐 어떤 변화해 와서 지금 그래서 현재 어떤 모습인지 그래서 우리가 써야 되는 게 현재 완료예요. 오케이? 그래서 뭐뭇을 이 표현의 원형을 본다면 뭐뭇을 더 잘하게 되다. 이걸 보면은 뭐죠? 뭐뭇을 더 잘하게 되다. 어떤 능력이 향상된다라는 이런 그렇죠? Get better. 어떻게 있죠? 그렇죠? Get better at죠. Get better at 뭐뭐뭐. Get better at English. Get better at 뭐 dancing, cooking, 뭐 등등등 여러 가지가 올 수 있겠죠. Get better at something. 어떤 이제 여기에 insert skill here. 여기에 이제 skill 어떤 skill가 나오면 되겠죠. Get better at something. 오케이? 그래서 이거를 현재 완료형을 써야 되겠죠. 현재 완료형이요. 그래서 일단 꽤라는 말은 잠시 뒤에 넣고요. I've gotten better at 인데 이게 꽤 자리이기 때문에 I've gotten better가 아니라 quite good at로 할 거예요. I've gotten quite good at. 뭐 pretty good도 괜찮아요. Pretty good at, I've gotten quite good at. Same thing, pretty much the same thing. Okay. So I'm out here a lot. I've gotten quite good at 뭐뭐뭐뭐. Okay? 뭐를 더 잘하게 됐다는 얘기를 할까요, 이 사람이? I've gotten quite good at what? I've gotten quite good at 혼자 다니는 거? 알아보기? Preventing sunburns? Noticing newbies? Being alone? Swimming? 지금 앞에 맥락을 보면은요. Is this your first time in Australia? That obvious, huh? 이거에 대한 response잖아요. 그렇게 뻔히 그렇게 보이나 보죠? I'm out here a lot. I've gotten quite good at. 오케이, 그쵸. 이제 recognizing도 괜찮은데요. recognizing, 그러니까 알아보는 거. 이 사람 이 관광객이구나. 알아보는 거. 근데 오늘은 spotting이라고 할게요. spot. I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. 뭐 비슷해요. recognizing, spotting. Okay. I'm out here a lot. I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. I'm out here a lot. I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. 이것도 은근히 중요한 것 같아요. I've gotten quite good at. I've gotten quite. 이 얘기가 나온 김에 하고 싶은 얘기가 있는데 이 good at 말고 딱 요 패턴, 이 I've gotten quite 이 패턴이랑 정말 잘 어울리는 동사가 또 다른 거 있어요. 뭐가 있을까요? 동사는 아니고 동사는 이미 나왔죠? 동사는 이미 나왔죠? 근데 다른 표현이 있어요. good at, be good at 말고 be good at, 뭔가를 잘하는 거 말고 꽤 뭐뭐해졌다. 꽤 뭐뭐해졌다. 그쵸? accustomed, familiar, used to. 그쵸? 뭐 comfortable with. 뭐가 나는 많이 편해졌다. I've gotten quite comfortable with. I've gotten quite familiar with. I've gotten quite used to. 이런 다양한 또 표현들이 잘 어울려요. 지금 이거랑. 오케이? 이게 지금 뭐냐? 시간에 걸쳐 어떤 변화에 대한 얘기이기 때문에 그쵸? So 뭐 이런 것들, right? Okay, so that obvious, huh? Well, I'm out here a lot. I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. 사이에 look, 이건 지금 완성형 문장이 아니에요. 완성형 문장으로 얘기를 안 한 거고요. 그리고 이거는 지금 주어가 아니라 이 that는 주어가 아니고요. 만약에 뭐가 생략돼 있다고 본다면 뭐가 생략돼 있다고 본다면 뭐가 생략돼 있는 거죠, 여러분? 이 사이에 뭐가 생략돼 있죠? 이게 뭐예요? 이 that가 뭐예요? 그렇게 그 정도로 obvious 한 it's죠, it's. It's that obvious, huh? 그렇게 obvious 하군요. 그런 건가요? 약간 이런 거죠. It's that obvious, huh? It's that obvious, huh? 근데 이걸 생략을 한 거죠. It's that obvious, huh? Okay, good, very good. Well, I'm out here a lot. I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. 엄밀히 말하자면 이번이 두 번째입니다. Okay, reader님. All right, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you. I'll see you next time. 그쵸? Technically. Well, technically it's my second time. 엄밀히 말하자면 Well, technically it's my second time. 여러분, 엄밀히 말하자면이라는 표현이 한국말에 좀 더 편한 말이 있나요? 엄밀히 말하자면 말고? 아니면 그냥 이것도 많이 쓰는 말인가요, 그냥? 이런 맥락에서 엄밀히 말하자면이라고 하나요? Do we say that? Yeah? 굳이 말하자면 정확히 말해서 따져보면 엄밀히도 많이 쓰는 것 같다. Okay. Alright. Okay. 굳이 따지자면 이제 그런 의미라는 거. 근데 영어에서는요. 이 technically가 아마 토들러 분들 중에 몇몇 분들에게는 이게 굉장히 큰 단어고 뭔가 너무 포멀한 표현 아니야? 전혀 그렇지가 않아요. 그냥 일상적으로 진짜 많이 쓰는 말이에요. 오케이? 왜냐? 그런 게 아니었다면 절대로 제가 이 다이얼로그에 이걸 넣지 않았을 거예요. 오케이? 그 어떤 것도 다 마찬가지예요. 오케이? 이 대화는 비록 말도 안 되게 유치하겠지만 여기 쓰인 지금 말들은 쓰인 표현들은 it's perfectly natural, right? 그쵸? 엄밀히가 약간 한국어로 좀 그런 것 같아요. So, well, technically it's my second time. Technically, it's my second time. Okay. 부모님이랑 한번 왔었어요. 부모님이랑 한번 왔었어요. 정확히는? 정확히는 이것도 맞겠네. 네, 정확히는 이번이 두 번째. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay. I was here once with my parents. I've been here도 좋아요. I've been here once with my parents. 근데 오늘은 그냥 I was here once with my parents라고 할게요. I was here once with my parents. I was here once with my parents. Is this your first time in Australia? That obvious, huh? Well, I'm out here a lot and I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. Well, technically it's my second time. I was here once with my parents. 그래서 7살 때 이 말 붙여보죠. 7살 때 한번 부모님이랑 왔었다. Okay. At around 6 or 7도 괜찮고요. When I was 6 or 7. Okay. 좋아요. When I was 6 or 7. When I was 6 or 7. Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7. 근데 기억이 별로 없어요. I don't remember much. But I don't remember much. But I don't remember much. Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7, but I don't remember much. I don't remember much. 그래서 이번이 처음 같다. 저는 이번이 처음 같아요. 저는 그래서 이번이 처음 같아요. 그래서 이번이 저는 처음 같아요. So this feels like my first time. 뭐 이것도 어떻게 말을 하는지 또 이렇게 여러 가지로 얘기가 가능은 해요. 근데 오늘은 일단 이렇게 할게요. This, 이 this라는 건 지금 여기 와 있는 이번 여행을 얘기하는 거죠. This feels like my first time. 이 feels like가 이 자리에 비동사가 여기가 비동사가 오는 자리다라는 걸 기억하고 계시면 좋아요. This is my first time. 그쵸? This is my first time 이 어떻게 보면 이 표현의 원형이고 그렇게 느껴진다. 마치 그런 것 같다를 feel like. Okay? This is my first time은 실제로 그런 거고 feels like my first time 이라고 하면은 그런 것 같다. 느낌이 그렇다. Does that make sense? This feels like my first time. Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7, but I don't remember much. So this feels like my first time. This feels, it's okay. 시간이 필요해요. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. 혼자서 여행 많이 하세요? 혼자서 여행 많이 하세요? 혼자서 여행 많이 하세요? Do you travel alone a lot? Do you travel alone a lot? 뭐 어순을 좀 바꿔서 Do you travel a lot alone? 이라고 해도 상관은 없어요. Do you travel a lot alone? 또는 Do you travel alone a lot? Do you travel a lot alone? Do you travel alone a lot?
Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7, but I don't remember much, so this feels like my first time.
Very good.
Technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7, but I don't really remember much.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents.
잠깐만. 이 단어요. 이 단어 얘기하실 때요. 이 테크 할 때 이 크 있죠. 크가 들리면 안 돼요. 크가 들리면 안 돼요. 크가 들리면 안 되고 소리를 그냥 목에서 끊어야 돼요. 택. 아니에요, 킴님. 그 가운데 으가 없어야 돼요. 그게 중요해요. 택, 기억 받침. 네, 맞아요. technically. 그리고 여기서도 크 발음이 아니라 쌍기역. 그쵸? 이런 식으로 technically. 이게 technically가 되면 안 돼요. technically. 그렇게 해도 4음절이죠. technically. 그쵸? 근데 테크라고 하는 순간 음절이 하나 더 늘잖아요. technically. Well, technically it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7, but I don't remember much. So this feels like my first time. Yeah, this feels like my first time.
I'm out here a lot. I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7. But I don't remember much, so this feels like my first time.
Yeah, so this feels
Do you
like
travel
my first
alone
time.
a lot?
You travel alone a lot. Okay. No. 저 원래는 와이프랑 여기 왔었어야 했었어요. 저 원래는 여기에 와이프랑 오려고 했었어요. 원래는 여기에 와이프랑 오려고 했었어요. 그쵸? I was supposed to가 나오면 좋죠. I was supposed to actually 하나 넣을게요. I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. No, I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. I was actually supposed to be here with my wife.
Well, technically, it's my second time.
Good. Well, technically, it's my second time. Do you travel alone a lot? No. I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. A가 뭐라고 할까요, 여기서? What would A say here? How come? Why? 그쵸? What happened? 그죠? 왜 같이 못 왔는지 뭐 그런 비슷한 얘기가 나와야 되겠죠. 그죠? that's so straightforward. It means you don't have your wife here. Oh, where is she? Oh, where is she? Oh, where is she? 자, 지난주였나 지지난주에 했던 저희 대화 중에서 그런 얘기가 있었어요. 그럼 너네 애들이 여기에서 학교에 있는 동안에 너네 남편은 집에 있는 거야? 그 얘기 했던 거 기억나시죠? 기억나세요? 그럼 너 애들은 여기서 학교 다니는 동안에 남편은 집에 있는 거야? 그때 그 집에를 표현을 어떻게 썼는지 기억하시죠? Your husband is 그쵸? Back home? 똑같이 할 거예요. Back home. Back home. Where is she? Back home. Back home. Back home. back에 대해서도 그때도 설명했지만 뭐 아주 중요한 건 아니에요. 뭐 이걸 완벽하게 이해하고 있어야 되는 건 아닌데 굳이 이제 back이라고 하는 것은 여기가 아닌 나의 집이 원래 내가 사는 곳에 있는 고로 내가 언젠가는 이제 돌아가게 될 약간 이런 의미들 다 들어가 있는 거예요. 여기가 아닌 그곳이고 내가 원래 있는 곳도 거기고 이제 앞으로 돌아갈 것이고 이런 약간 이런 느낌이 다 내포되어 있는 게 이제 back home. Okay. Alright. 그렇죠. 활용에 있어서는 거의 똑같죠. Back then, back home. Okay. Alright. Back home. 일하고 있어요. 일하고 있어요. Working. Back home. Working. 여행 계획을 다 짜놨었는데 여행 계획을 다 짜놨었는데 짜놔를 함축해서 짜라고 해도 되나요? 여행을 다 짜놨었는데 여행 계획을 다 짜놨었는데 JC so close 너무 가까웠어요. 근데 all the trip이라고 하기에는 all the trip 왜냐면 it's just one trip. It's just one trip. It's not many trips. 만약에 many trips면 all the trips겠지만 지금 it's just one trip. So 그쵸 지금 웨이크업님이 그쵸 the whole trip. The whole trip. whole 말고 다른 말을 쓸 수도 있어요. whole 말고 비슷한 말. whole. The whole trip. 그쵸? The entire trip. Okay? So, 근데 plan을 ready 한 게 아니라 이럴 때는 어떻게 얘기를 하는 게 심지어 아무런 것도 필요 없어요. 그냥 we had the whole trip planned. 라고만 해도 돼요. We had the whole trip planned. We had the whole trip planned.
Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7, but I don't remember much. So this feels like my first time. Do
네.
you travel alone a lot?
Okay, so 요거 얘기할 때요. 뭐 아주 중요한 건 아닌데 이 feel에 좀 더 강세를 주면 좀 더 느낌이 좋아져요. 왜냐면 실제로 그 의미가 중요한 거니까. 그런 느낌이 든다라는 부분을 강조하면 좋으니까. So this feels like my first time. 저도 실제로 이 얘기를 한다면 그렇게 할 것 같아요. Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7, but I don't remember much. So this feels like my first time. 이렇게 this feels라고 강세를 여기다 줄 것 같아요. Okay? Do you travel alone a lot? No, I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. Oh, where's she? Back home, working. We had the whole trip planned. We had the whole trip planned. but then 근데 여기서 무슨 말을 할지 벌써 알고 계시죠? But then 벌써 알고 계시죠? 그쵸? Yeah, something came up. Something came up. 어떤 일이 생겼죠. Something came up. 그쵸? Something important came up. Something really important came up. 그쵸? But then something 그대로 쓸게요. Really important came up. Where is she? Back home, working. We had the whole trip planned. 지금 보니까요. Had the whole trip planned. Had the whole trip planned. 이 문장 구성 있죠? 이거랑 똑같은 게 이 바로 전 대화에서 한번 나왔었어요. Have the whole trip planned. 이거랑 똑같은 구성이 한번 나왔었어요. 기억나세요 혹시? 이 바로 전 대화에 있었어요. Have the whole trip planned. 보여드릴게요. 되게 의외의 곳에 있었어요. Wants the full demo ready. He wants the full demo ready. 그는 full 데모를 준비된 상태로 원한다. 즉, 준비되어 있기를 원한다. 얘기해요. He wants the full demo ready. I want dinner ready at 7. I want my hat ready before the stream. I want my phone charged. I want the computer set. 오케이? 이런 건데 방금 나왔던 거는 뭐였냐면 We had 가지고 있었다 the whole trip planned. 우리는 그 전체 계획이 전체 여행이 다 계획된 채로 가지고 있었다라는 거죠. 다 그렇게 계획이 짜여져 있었다. 오케이? 오케이. 일단 아무튼 그래요. 뭐 아주 중요한 건 아니에요. Alright. So back home working, we had the whole trip planned, but then something really important came up. Something really important came up. 어떤 굉장히 중요한 일이 생겼다. 자, 여기서 A가 여러분이 A라면 뭐라고 하시겠어요? If you were A, what was it? 그렇구나. 여기서 이제 MBTI가 갈리는 건가요? 여기서 MBTI가 갈리는 건가? 저도 그냥 안 됐네 이럴 것 같거든요. Oh, what a shame. Oh, what a shame. MBTI가 여기서 갈리는 건가? Oh, what a shame. 영어 쓸 때는 T인가? T인 게 말을 조금이라도 덜 할 수 있어요. Oh, what a shame. 그러면서 what a shame? 그쵸? 약간 뭐 저런이라고도 해석할 수 있고 어쨌든 이거는 안타까움을 표현하는 거예요. 굳이 얘기를 하자면 저런도 되고 뭐 안타깝네요. 뭐 아쉽네요. 뭐 이런 느낌으로 쓰는 말이에요. what a shame. 아쉽네요. 안타깝네요. Yeah. 나라면 때려 찾겠다. 그냥 하나 넣을까요? 나라면 그냥 때려쳤겠다. 때려 그러니까 일을 때려치. 여행을 취소하는 게 아니라 일을 때려쳤겠다. 직장 그만뒀겠다. 오케이. 나라면 어떻게 했겠다. 나라면 어떻게 했겠다. 이거는 만약에 이게 바로 안 나오고 했을 때도 발음이 어렵게 느껴지잖아요. 그러면은 다른 거를 제쳐두고요. 여러분이 하는 다른 공부들 있죠. 다 제쳐두고 이것부터 해야 돼요. 오케이? 이것부터 해야 돼요. 이게 만약에 바로 생각이 안 난다거나 생각이 나도 발음이 아직 안 된다. 다른 거 제쳐두고 이것부터 빨리 해야 돼요. I would have just quit. I would have just quit. I would have just quit. would, v 발음 안 하고요. 그냥 would, just에서 t 발음 안 해요. s에서 바로 넘어가요. just quit. just quit. I would have just quit. I would have just quit. 한번 확인해 볼까요? 잠깐 이거 캡션 틀고요. 잠깐만요. Let's check. 한번 해볼게요. I would have just quit. 저 have 발음 안 했어요. have 발음을 안 했어요. I would have just quit. See? 그러니까 어떻게 보면 안 하는 게 맞는 거예요. 오케이? 안 하는 게 맞는 거예요. 버터요? 버터? I would have just quit. Oh, what a shame. I would have just quit. 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 Oh, what a shame. I would have just quit. Probably 하나 넣을게요. I probably would have just quit. probably가 뭐죠? probably가 뭐죠? 아마도. 저라면 아마 그냥 때려쳤을 것 같아요. 이런 식으로 얘기를 하는 거죠. I probably would have just quit. I probably would have just quit. 이거 있죠. 이거는 토들러 분이든 아니면 본 채널에서 주로 하시는 분이든 이거는 우리가 평소에 쓸 일이 정말 많기 때문에 연습을 미리 많이 해두세요. I probably would have just. 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 나라면 난 아마 그냥 이렇게 쓸 것 같다. 이런 얘기할 때 쓰는 말이에요. I probably would have just. Okay? I probably would have just. Okay? 그리고 지금 상황에서는 I probably would have just quit. 나도 그랬을 것 같아요. 나도 그랬을 것 같아요. 나도 아마 그랬을 것 같아요. 나도 아마 그랬을 것 같아요. 실제 회화에서는 저는 물론 뭐 이런저런 단어도 많이 알아야 되고 뭐 그래야 되긴 하겠지만 대화잖아요. 어쨌든 대화를 하는데 상대방이 한 얘기에 대해서 무조건 yes, I understand 뭐 이런 말이 아니라 이런 식으로 공감하는 말, 이런 게 정말 중요한 것 같아요. 오케이? I probably would have too. 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 여러분이 앞으로 영어로 대화를 할 일이 물론 실제로 대화를 할 일이 있어야겠죠? 대화를 하면서 이렇게 대답을 이렇게 상대방이 나는 어떻게 했을 것 같다 라는 말에 대해서 물론 솔직히 me too라고 해도 되긴 해요. me too. I probably would have just quit. me too. 해도 돼요. 근데 이렇게도 얘기를 할 수 있으면 좋아요. I probably would have too. I probably would have too. 근데 스테이시는 아니에요. 하지만 스테이시는 아닙니다. 근데 스테이시는 아니에요. But not Stacey. She loves her job. But not Stacey. She loves her job. 여러분이라면 뭐라고 하시겠어요? Oh, does she? What would you say? 뭐라고 하시겠어요? 상대방이 이렇게 얘기했어요. I probably would have too, but not Stacey. She loves her job. That's cool of her? Okay, if she wanted to. Very professional. I think I would say good for her. I think I would say, oh, good for her. Good for her. Good for her. 정확히 무슨 뜻이냐고요? 그녀에게 잘된 일이다. 그녀에게 잘된 일이다. 뜻은 그거예요. 해석은 그게 아니에요. 그 뜻, 느낌은 그녀에게 잘된 일이다. 오케이? 그쵸? 좋네요. 해석만 놓고 보면은 뭐 그 정도네요. 그쵸? Think about it, guys. How many people in the world actually love their job? Think about that. If you love your job, you are incredibly lucky. You are incredibly lucky if you love your job. So, of course, good for her. Yeah. Blessed. Yeah. There was some statistic about this, but anyway. So, oh, what a shame. I probably would have just quit. I probably would have too. But not Stacey. She loves her job. Well, good for her. 그래서 그냥 혼자 온 거야? 혼자 온 거야? 갑자기 반말. 그래서 그냥 혼자 온 거예요? 그래서 그냥 혼자 온 거예요? 아, yeah. So you just came alone? So you just came alone? 이거랑 한 가지 더 연습하세요. 그래서 그냥 혼자 오기로 한 거예요. 뭐 결국에는 같은 얘기예요. So you just came alone. 그래서 혼자 오기로 한 거냐. So you just 그쵸? Decided to come alone? So you just decided to come alone? 여기서 B가 할 얘기를 이미 앞에서 배웠죠, 저희가. 여기서 브라이언이 하는 얘기를 앞에서 이미 배웠죠. 그쵸? It was her idea. Yeah, but it was her idea. Yeah, but it was her idea. I wanted to postpone it. I wanted to postpone it. But, 그쵸? She insisted that I come alone. Yeah, but it was her idea. I wanted to postpone it, but she insisted that I come alone. 뭐 사실 여기서도 go라고 해도 괜찮긴 해요. go라고 해도 상관은 없는데 그냥 come이라고 할게요, 이번에는. She insisted that I come alone. Oh, so sorry to hear that. It's okay. Look. I'm here on this beautiful beach. I meant you're married. Ooh, this is pretty long. Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have brought more sunscreen. You can use mine, if you don't mind the flowery scent. Thanks, but I'm good. You sure? I've seen people hurt themselves out here. I'll be careful. Thanks anyway. Suit yourself. Are you here alone? Pretty much. You? It's just me. For now. Is this your first time in Australia? That obvious, huh? I'm out here a lot, and I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7, but I don't remember much, so this feels like my first time. Do you travel alone a lot? No, I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. Oh, where is she? Back home, working. We had the whole trip planned, but then something really important came up. Oh, what a shame. I probably would have just quit. I probably would have too. But not Stacey. She loves her job. Oh, good for her. So you just came alone? Yeah, but it was her idea. I wanted to postpone it, but she insisted that I come alone. Oh, so sorry to hear that. It's okay. Look, I'm here on this beautiful beach. I meant that I'm sorry to hear that you're married. Yeah, I don't think so. No. I don't think so. That would be too obvious, right? That would be too obvious. What? An assassin? 잠깐만, 자객? 암살자 같은 건가? It's an assassin? Must be a spy from Voxa. Oh, man. All right, one last time. Hey, it's already almost 11:30. Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have. 이거 중요하죠? I guess I should have. 색칠하면서 할게요. Nice day for a tan. Yeah, I guess I should have checked. I guess I should have brought more some of this. I guess I should have done something more ahead of time. 등등등. You can use if you don't mind something. 이것도 중요해요. If you don't mind 뭐뭐뭐가 괜찮으면 뭐뭐가 신경 안 쓰면 If you don't mind this, if you don't mind that, you can do something. 조합으로 볼까요? You can do this if you don't mind something. Thanks, but I'm good. You sure? I've seen people hurt themselves out here. I'll be careful. 조심할게요. 이것도 뭐 그쵸? 뭐 평소에 쓸 일이 너무나도 많죠. 상대가 누구든 간에 어느 상황에서든 조심할게. 걱정 마. 조심할게. I'll be careful. Thanks anyway. 뭐 이것도 너무 기본 중엔 기본이지만 뭐 중요하다고 볼 수밖에 없겠죠. 그쵸? Suit yourself. Suit yourself. Suit yourself. 제안한 것을 상대방이 사양했을 때 Suit yourself. 갑자기 생각난 것 중에 하나가 옛날에 저희 아마 본 채널 쪽에서 했던 거지만 open offer라는 표현을 쓴 적이 있었어요. 기억하세요? open offer. open offer. 여기서도 쓸 수 있겠네요. 생각해보니. open offer. 이게 무슨 말이죠? open offer. What does this mean? open offer. 이 말은 언제 쓰는 거죠? open offer. 열린 제안. Yes. 이 말 한국어로도 이렇게 쓰나요? 열린 제안이다. open offer. 어쨌든 그거죠. 뭐 나중에라도 생각이 바뀌면은 언제든지 그때 가서라도. 오케이? 무슨 얘기인지 알겠죠? 오케이? 네, 유효하다. 예, 나중에라도 생각이 바뀌면은 뭐 해도 돼. 오케이? So open offer. 왜냐면 이 offer가 뭐냐면 이게 offer인 거예요. You can use mine. 이게 offer. This is an offer. Okay, so you can use mine if you don't mind the flower scent. 거절했죠? Open offer. 뭐 나중에도 생각 바뀌면. Okay. Are you here alone? Pretty much. You? It's just me. For now. Is this your first time in Australia? That obvious, huh? I'm out here a lot, and I've gotten quite good at spotting tourists. Well, technically, 이거 다 중요하죠. 이 전체 거는 여러분이 연습을 많이 해놓으면 좋을 것 같아요. 나중에라도 언제든지 이런 비슷한 흐름의 문맥을 우리가 말을 하게 돼 있어요. 언어를 배우다 보면은요, 그렇죠? Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was around 6 or 7, but I don't remember much. So this feels like my first time. Do you travel alone a lot? No. I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. Oh, where is she? Back home, working. We had the whole trip planned. But then something really important came up. 가라고요? 뭘 go예요? Oh, what a shame. I probably would have just quit. I probably would have too, but not Stacey. She loves her job. Good for her. So you just came alone? Yeah, but it was her idea. I wanted to postpone it, but she insisted that I come alone. So sorry to hear that. That's okay. Look, I'm here on this beautiful beach. I meant that I'm sorry to hear that you're married. Well, in that case, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. 네, out 넣어도 돼요. 그 얘기를 할까 하다가, yeah, you could say we had the whole trip planned out. Yeah, you can definitely say that. 어딨지? Yeah. We had the whole trip planned out. Yeah. All right.
Then something really important came up. Oh, what a shame. I probably would have just quit.
Sounds good. Olivia?
Oh, what a shame. I probably would have just quit.
All right. Cracker name, you have a 36-second long recording.
Well, technically, it's my second time. I was here once with my parents when I was 6 or 7, but I don't remember much, so this feels like my first time. Do you travel alone a lot? No, I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. Oh, where is she? Back home, working. We had the whole planned, but then something really important came up. What a shame. I probably would have just quit.
All right.
Oh, what a shame. I probably would have just quit.
이 V 발음을 안 하는 게 좋아요. 그래서 그냥 이 부분을 이 부분은 그냥 그래서 woulda just 대신에 빨리 가야겠죠? woulda just quit. Oh, what a shame. 이것도 여기서 이 이건 전에 배웠죠? 없어요. 하나 없어요 그냥. 그래서 probably. Okay? I probably woulda just quit. 심지어 다 붙일 필요도 없어. 그냥 천천히 할 때는 I probably woulda just quit. I probably woulda just quit. 네, 이렇게요. woulda just quit. I probably woulda just quit. I probably woulda just
I
quit.
probably would have just quit.
네, V 발음을 애써 하시는 것 같아요.
I probably would have just quit.
오케이. 없어. woulda. I probably woulda just quit. 이게 음질 때문에 이게 잘은 안 들리는데.
I probably would have just quit.
Sounds good. Wake up me. Sounds good.
Oh, what a shame. I probably would have just quit.
오케이. V 발음을 해도 좋지만 안 하는 쪽으로 연습을 아예 미리 해놓는 게 더 좋을 것 같아요.
Just quit. Oh, what a shame. I'd have just quit.
Okay, I would have just quit. Okay.
Oh, what a shame. I will just quit.
Would have just quit. Okay. So practice, guys. Okay, practice the pronunciation.
Do you travel alone a lot? No, I was actually supposed to be here with my wife. Oh, where is she? Back home, working. We had the whole trip planned, but then something really important came up. Oh, what a shame. I would have just quit.
I would just quit.
Yeah, that's right.
Back home, working. We had the whole trip planned, but then something really important came up. Oh, what a shame. I would have just quit.
Alright. 네, 맞아요. 지금 이 I probably woulda just very, very important. Very, very important. I probably woulda too. 이거는 그렇게 중요한 건 아니고 그냥 it's just another chance for you to practice probably woulda. Okay, I think that's it. 뭐 이 부분 중요한 건 아니에요. It's just for context, right? Just for context. Okay. All right. That's it. That is it. Whew, that was a long description. I'm surprised that everything fit in there. I didn't think everything would fit. Okay, all right. Have a great rest of your evening, guys. So that concludes our second set of a 3-part dialogue series, and next time we will probably have another set of a 3-part dialogue series, okay? Oh, that's right. Okay. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. I will see you all again very soon in a future live stream or in a future lesson video. I think I will have I think I'm gonna have a video up tomorrow morning over on the main channel, so those of you who may have missed some of our small talk conversation in one of our previous streams over on the main channel, you can check that out, okay? Alright. Thanks, YG. Thanks for these messages. They're very, very helpful. Thank you very much. Alright. Have a good night.
Je pense qu'on est âme sœur, tu le sens. I start to close my eyes. No good at goodbyes. I feel your body burning on my mind. Still don't know why we let go. I'm trying to find a little closure. I guess we just need some time. But if you wanna come on over, baby, that's alright. Would you hate me if I pulled you closer? If only for another night. Trying, baby, but I just can't forget you. Can't stop, no, can't stop overnight. Can't stop when your heart is on the line. Can't stop, no, can't stop overnight. Can't stop when your heart is on the line. It's automatic. Waking up beside you like it's a habit. Don't know how it happened. We do this every time, it's just so classic. Still don't know why we let go. I'm trying to find a little closure. I guess we just need some time. But if you wanna come on over, well baby, that's alright. Would you hate me if I pulled you closer? If only for another night. I'm trying, baby, but I just can't